beautiful morning in Palisade. Outside, the sun slowly begins to rise and pours warm light all over the eastern side of the Vizari home. Slight storm clouds roll and tumble off in the distance, but nothing that could ruin this utterly perfect morning. This is one of the first restful mornings that the Rat Queens have had in a while. Ever since the Palisade Summer Solstice Festival and the first Chaosium was unleashed by the Rosencrantz family, Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee's lives have been in a constant state of motion and adventure. After the eerie prophecy from the possessed head of the Palisade Planning Committee, they found themselves on the run. They headed to the northeast to the desert city and resort town of Cascasaria, where on vacation, another Chaosium awaited them. And after destroying that second Chaosium, saving most of Cascasaria from ruin, and meeting the Triad, the queens were given horrible news. Palisade had been destroyed. In a desperate attempt to undo this massive destruction, the queens, with the help of Krona, goddess of time, traveled back to their past when Narigoth first emerged from the sky and stopped Palisade's terrifying future. Along the way, they've made many friends, they've fought many enemies, and lost many companions. Gramps, the wizard, Layan Redreed, the archer, and Tomwell Shandy, the kind and thoughtful friend. And through all of this, two Chaosiums remain. Arius, elder god of the in-between, the chaos, the gray that lies between light and darkness, watches from the stars above. And three queens, Hannah, Betty, and Braga, have been marked. But for now, it's for the first time in a number of weeks, the Rat Queens find themselves having a day off. Or so they think. Hannah, how are you enjoying this morning so far?
I'm enjoying it very well. If you were to cinematically enter my window, you would see tussling under the sheet that would insinuate oh, someone's having a good time, and PG moaning, but basically you're filling in the blanks, and then you just see me take off the blanket, and I was and I'm totally by myself. And I just had a really good time with myself.
Really nice morning.
Just a really nice morning. Mm-hmm. A little sweaty, a little dewy.
As you're laying in bed, is there anything that you're perhaps thinking about, or perhaps you have the inclination to make breakfast, or what do you want to do with your day?
I think it's one of those days, there's a quote out there in this great grand world that a woman should spend at least one day a week in bed, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be that day. So I'd like to, Dad! I'm throwing on a shawl. But I'm still in bed.
You're calling for your dad? Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Very confusing what's going on.
It's very confusing.
Heart is 0 for me, and that's a 10.
Oh,
Dang. Immediately your father comes running up. You hear him. You suddenly hear it up the stairs until he's right outside your door. Yes, Hannah Banana.
Hey, Daddy. Can you grab me some coffee?
You hear a slight pause behind the door. Of course. I'm glad to hear that you're in high spirits.
Oh yeah, I'm in great spirits right now.
Well, it's a very beautiful day out in Palisade. So I'll go get you that coffee, and perhaps I'm gonna go for a walk myself. Maybe go into town.
Hey, Dad. Can you come in?
Are you sure it's okay?
Yeah, I'm completely covered.
Okay. The door slowly opens, and there, for the first time since you've been back in the present, the first time since after the destruction of Palisade at the Summer Solstice Festival, you see your father, Gerard Vazari, standing there, alive. Hannah, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Have you talked to your mother recently?
You know what? I actually did. I did talk to my mother recently, a little while ago, but
You remember it's her birthday coming up.
oh my God, it's her birthday. All right,
A few days, so just make sure, you know that there's, well, she cannot hunger or thirst for anything in the spiritual plane. There's nothing she loves more in this world than talking to you.
You're pretty great. I really missed you.
Are you sure you're okay? You're you usually kick me out by now, or there's usually another voice I hear in your room.
No, you
Is
know what?
everything
I should tell you. I'm just going to tell you everything because I'm super proud of what we did. I'm so proud of it. We fucking kicked so much ass. I'm just going to tell you. You were dead. The entire town was blown up. We went back in time. We met our old selves. Narigoth came back and he was infused with the time goddess Krona. Dee still was in a realm with her alternative selves from different factions of this world. And we saved you. We probably fucked up a couple things about this world, but we saved you. I saved you.
You see your father kind of just almost stumble upon hearing that, like, you're dead, you were dead, Palisade was destroyed. He's hearing all these things that he cannot even comprehend because they did not happen in his time, as he kind of stumbles against your dresser and just kind of holds himself there.
Oh my God, I shouldn't have told you that.
No, it's fine. It's Hannah, it's a lot to handle. This world is full of strange and mysterious things, and as I told you and your queens earlier, you are on some kind of path. Your journey in this time, in this world, it's beyond all of us. It's above and greater than any of us can understand. So, just a mere retired necromancer, trying to comprehend the fact that I died and Palisade was destroyed, but I'm so proud of you, Hannah.
I'm proud of me, too. I'm proud of the Rat Queens. We're so great. We're great. We're going to do this.
I know you will. We cut to Betty. Betty, how are you enjoying this morning? What have you done with your time?
I'm downstairs. I've put about 6 steins of mead on the kitchen counter. I've managed to shove Tom the camel inside of our house through the front door, and I'm trying to teach him how to fetch. So I'm trying to lead Tom over. Okay, Tom, this is when I say mead, you get this one. I put the handle in his mouth, and then you bring it to me. Okay, here, hold this. And I run to the living room. Okay, mead. Come here, Tom.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Oh my goodness.
That is an 11 plus 1, so that's 12.
God.
Betty, due to your incredibly strong and personal connection with Tom the camel, all of a sudden you just see this giant, just slowly shambling camel pick up a canister of mead in his mouth. There's like a little camel drool kind of coming on the handle of this mug as he kind of just walks 3 steps, which is like the length from the kitchen to where you are in the living room, and just kind of just gently lowers his head and hands it to you.
Oh, good boy, Tom. Good boy. Who's a good boy? It's you. Okay, Tom, we're going to do it again. I'm going to go a little further this time. I give him like a raisin, a camel treat. I give him a raisin. Okay.
It's like this camel, Tom just takes out his long camel tongue and just like licks the one raisin off your hand.
Good boy. I put the other mead down. I go to the doorway. Okay, Tom, mead. Go get the mead in the kitchen. And I'm just trying to train him to take it from farther and farther away to see, just gotta teach him a valuable skill.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart again.
For you. Oh.
5, 6, 7. That's an 8.
It's an 8. I'll say as Tom, he kind of slowly picks up the mead, but as he's walking now outside the door, you said? You're outside the door?
Yeah, just outside the door.
Unfortunately, his hump kind of hits the the chandelier, kind of the hanging light source in the hanging light source between the kitchen and the living room. As you hear it kind of rattle, and you start to see it just sway very, very kind of violently and widely as you hear a little creak of the bolt kind of coming a little loose.
Oh, that's okay. Just wait, stay.
He still has the mug in his mouth and he's just like...
I just run over to lead him away from the chandelier. Okay, all right.
Yeah, as you gently pull Tom outside, the chandelier kind of, once it's been moved from his hump, kind of shakes a little bit, but slowly steadies.
Tom, you're going to do great things. This is going to be the greatest project of my lifetime. Got to teach him a skill. If we can put him to work, it's going to be great.
We cut to Violet. Violet, how is your morning going?
It's going really well. I'm recreating my spa experience by myself. I've made a mud bath for myself, and it's great.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's a 9.
Token?
Yes. Hannah, you have 2 tokens. Betty has 1 token. Violet has 1 token. And Barrie has 1 token.
Well, I guess I'll need to use my token to make a stellar mud
Wonderful.
bath. Thank you, token.
I will say yes with a 10. Your mud bath is successfully in your bathroom, and it is not overflowing. But
Right.
describe to me the setup kind of in the bathroom of the home.
So, I put candles everywhere, all over. So, I just circularly around the tub too, just so that I could breathe in the experience. I have. Some of them are scented. I scented them myself. And I am laying in this cool mud, and I can feel it just moisturizing every bit of my body, including, I had a lot of foot injuries in the previous episodes. It was very hard, and all of that's being moisturized and healed. I'm basically the happiest I've been in a long time.
Wonderful. And with that, chat, let's go ahead and start that first poll. So please, that first poll will start. Get active in the chat and help decide what happens in our story tonight. Betty, as you stand outside of the Vizari home with Tom the camel, we kind of zoom out for a sec and we see that Dee is still in her room. You see that Dee is slightly curled up in her bed. It looks like she holds something in her hand. Perhaps we'll explain that in a later part of the episode. And you notice that Braga is nowhere in the home at all. You see, Braga had something she wanted to do today, and perhaps we will see that later as well. But Betty, as you stand with Tom the Candle outside of the Vizari home, you suddenly see a small, like very red, shaggy-bearded dwarven man just power walking towards the Vizari home. He seems to have this kind of smile on his face, but it's a slightly cocky smile. As he approaches you, nods, and then just enters the home and starts going into your kitchen and starts making himself breakfast.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Hello?
Eggs.
Hello?
Eggs?
Hello? You must properly greet.
Does this thing make eggs?
What? What thing?
I don't know, the hump thing.
His
Where are the eggs?
His name is
I want to
Tom.
lift up the tail.
He has a name.
Tom.
And he's a part of our family now, so you must address him with
Tom,
respect.
Tom, look at me, Tom. Give me your eggs.
Betty, as you stare upon this dwarven man even more, you see that in his face it very much resembles not only a person you're very close to, but you have encountered this person many times before, because it is none other than Barrie Blackforge, Violet Blackforge's twin brother and leader of the Cat Kings.
What's up, Barrie?
Nothing much. Getting a good egg on. You know what I mean? How many eggs do you think I need? Raw. Or
Like-
boiled. Do you want to boil these eggs for me?
No, I can't cook.
Okay, I bet I
just
can eat 50 boiled eggs.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, quite a man.
Doesn't it make you farty?
Oh, well, yeah, but it's scented perfectly. It's something about the hair. It quaffs it as it exits. I can't... And that's just the dwarf thing, except for Violet.
Violet,
Yeah.
your stinky brother.
Where is Violet?
Violet, upstairs in your bathroom, as you are relaxing, almost before you even hear the commotion downstairs, it's almost as if your twin sense is tingling. A sensation you feel whenever Barrie, your twin brother, is around.
No. Relax.
Is she upstairs?
Relax. You're by yourself.
He's probably here somewhere.
You're by yourself.
I want to
Violet.
storm upstairs. Violet!
You're by
Violet!
You're by yourself. And just slowly put
Violet.
my ears under the mud. I just put my ears under the mud.
Violet, which room is hers?
Roll me 2d6 plus Canny Barrie to see
Okay.
if you can figure out which room is
My
Violet's.
candy is incredible.
I'm not helping you. I'm gonna go play with Tom
Wait,
more. Bye.
this way? Boom! 6. I want to use one of my tokens to get 7.
Wonderful.
Boom! I was like, that's going to be a better roll. It's not.
This is a
I
Barrie
will say,
response.
with a mixed success, there are 2 rooms that look like they could be Violet's.
I kick open the right one.
The right one, you kick open Hannah's door.
And I'm again under the sheets. My dad has left the
Yeah.
room, and I'm...
Hi. What's your name again?
You motherfucker! And I get out of bed completely naked, and I smack him in the face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay.
Would you like to roll against it?
Yeah. If
Roll
she
me
smacks
2D.
me, I want to smack her back.
Oh my god, I got the worst roll. 6, 7, 8.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts, Barrie.
Okay.
What's our reroll status right now?
There are none.
That is a 9.
Jesus Lord.
So
in
I'll
heaven.
say, Barrie, because you had a higher roll, you stop her slap.
You are the worst. I should have smelled you walking in the door.
Why is this hand this way?
And I swoop out of it. Your sister is in there.
Thank you. Enjoy yourself,
I
right?
am.
You only live once.
What is wrong?
And no one
with
else is really going to help you out. Bye. And I want to kick in the left door.
And I would like to just say really quick that I have like a rage moment with myself, but like one that is inspiring. Does that make sense? Without being too explicit. Like, never mind. Keep on going.
You just hear, as
Yeah.
you leave Hannah's room, you just hear these muffled, like...
But it might be working for me is my point. But go on.
You kick open the door to the left, and you clearly see that it is your sister's room. There are a number of weapons everywhere. There's a number of armor everywhere. There's also a number of, like, poetry books, some hipster scarves, hats, clothing, and, of course, you see on her vanity there is her beard trimming materials.
All right, I want to go up to the beard trimming materials.
So you go up to her vanity and you see you see her clippers and you see you see her shaving knife as well as some makeups and more corals and kind of neutral colors.
Yeah. I want to grab it and just be like, Violet.
Are you still in the bathroom?
I'm still in the bathroom, but I hear him and I know that he's touching my stuff. And I'm like, this was my sanctuary, Dave's been doing myself. And I get out of the mud bath and I'm just grabbing a towel. I'm like wiping mud off of it. I'm just like, ah. And I go and just kick the candles out of the way delicately. And then
Did you extinguish these candles?
No, there's. I'm ready to come back to my sanctuary,
Great.
so they're still lit. And I walk into my room. I say, "This is not your stuff."
What is this?
What is what?
This is an affront to father.
You're an affront to father.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about that?
Clearly
Barrie?
not.
Well, clearly. You know what?
not.
Maybe you are.
Hey, can you go back in the mud bath and really cover up the face? It'll do wonders.
I would have loved to do that, but you came into my room and started touching my stuff.
Maybe if you said, exactly where you were, I could have touched your stuff sooner, so you could have got back to your bath sooner. Again, not my problem.
What do you want?
Do you like this, by the way?
I do like it.
It was a leopard, and I studied it for 3 days before I grabbed it and skinned it alive. And this is right from it. Still a little bloody.
Well done, actually.
Thank you.
Barrie, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Skinned it
This is just
alive.
between you and me, Barrie.
That's going to be a 1.
Was that a lie? I'm gonna say you Your vest is alive.
Yeah, see.
Wow, that's enormously impressive for you.
Thank you.
Surprising, but
Thank you.
you've earned some sister cred, I'll say.
Hey, sister cred for Barrie. I love it. How are you doing?
I was great a moment ago. I had the best spa experience of my life recently,
Right through there?
and been trying to recreate it.
I wanna do a little cannonball into the mud bath.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
All right.
God, what a horrible brother.
Barrie, you have to get it on the board. Barrie.
I'm trying. Normally, I'm very good about hitting the spot, but there we are. Perfect. That's an 11.
Describe to me this perfect, like, cannonball
Okay.
into this mud bath.
So I see it, and as I run, all the wind cuts off the candles because it's like blistering Naruto style, and then I just perfectly in the middle, and there's a moment almost still in time as I embrace what I am, and then I curve perfectly, clutching my shoulders, not my shoulders, my knees, which are the shoulders of the legs, really, and smack down in the middle. Yeah,
No, your hips are the shoulders of the legs.
not true.
Violet, you just see Barrie just suddenly cannonball into your mud bath, but it was so perfect that there's almost like this beautiful, like, minimal splash. But all of your candles have been extinguished. The whole entire aura and just feeling and mood that you had created for yourself is utterly ruined.
I'm grabbing for my robe right now, putting it on as I'm walking over to him, and I just want to take him out and throw him on the floor.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh,
Barrie?
sorry. Quite fun.
Betty, outside, you start to hear kind of the rumblings of something happening in the home. Hannah, you are hearing not only aggravated yelling, but also what sounded like a splash into mud. And what comes next?
Let's just say that I don't give a shit right now.
Great.
Violet, do you need Tom to come help you?
Don't think so. What was it plus?
Guts.
Oh, great. So that is an 11.
Wonderful. What do you describe to me exactly what you do to Barrie?
He's gotten pretty submerged in the mud, and I just go to him and I just take him by his throat because, you know, I can do that to my brother, and then I just pull him out of the bath and slam him on the tile.
As you slam him on the tile, you see, as Barrie, your body hits this tile, you see that parts of the tile underneath your body start to crack. As in the floor below, you see that hanging chandelier that Tom had slightly loosened by hitting it kind of shakes a little bit more, and you see the crumbling of the ceiling above fall.
My gods! Take your family drama outside of my house, or I will kill you both!
You got mud on my new fur vest.
You got mud on you did a cannonball into mud, Barrie. Oh, what a convenient story you always have. Very convenient. I got mud on your vest. You want to fight me? I'll fight you.
I mean, it would hardly be competition if I fought you. Like, it would be debasing to me.
She'd kick your ass, buddy!
Not true.
I think
Phantom
she already
voice.
kicked your ass once already.
No. That was, what is it? A paradox, right?
You didn't use that word right.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Okay, is the thing ready with the eggs? Can you actually make me something?
I'm not cooking for you, jackass.
Okay, your friends are very rude,
Yeah,
but
you can't ask my friends to make you food, Barrie.
why not?
Are you hungry? What's happening?
Well, yeah, I am. I would say I am quite famished. I've just been adventuring all day, all night, doing the whole vigilante thing really successfully. I heard you guys were doing your thing, but then I kind of come through and, fix what you guys have broken. It's
Barrie, at this moment, you remember that you have something in your pocket, something that Mayor Kane gave to you to give your sister and, consequently, the rest of the Rat Queens.
I've come to bring you something.
Okay.
I think maybe we should, meet up as a group. You can have their support, stuff like that. I know you guys need to support each other or else everything falls apart, that type of thing. You have to go to the bathroom together as well. It's,
You need to start walking downstairs right now.
All right.
Right
Yes.
this exact moment. And then I just want to go knock on Hannah's door.
I'm not involved. This has nothing to do with me. If you break my house, you actually have to pay for it.
I am sorry that I had to throw him. I'm sorry, but also I think he legitimately has something to tell all of us.
I don't care.
I know.
She might be busy masturbating.
If she is masturbating, that is her own business, Barrie.
No, I'm just saying.
I said go
open with
downstairs.
it. I'm definitely masturbating while we're talking right now.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
It's not
just-
okay.
See,
I'm just
told
gonna-
you.
All right. Okay. Come downstairs, please.
Wash your hands.
We
Okay.
cut to 15 minutes later as Hannah now dresses downstairs. Betty, you are now in the home. The kitchen window is like open, and Tom the camel's head is just kind of poking in as he gently takes drinks from the sink filled with water and dishes. As Barrie and Violet, you also stand in the kitchen as well.
Hey, Barrie, where are all your friends?
My friends.
You don't have, well, the people you work with.
The people that are forced to be next to him.
No, friends. I have a lot of friends.
Where's the mushroom guy?
He's out. They're hanging out.
All right. Literally, my patience was worn 10 minutes ago.
Okay, cool. I don't care.
Barrie, what
Yes.
do you have to tell everybody?
Okay. Yes. In lieu of a speech, I'll just hand it over. Are you guys gonna pre-say thank you or not?
No.
We're gonna post say we're gonna just give it to me, Barrie.
I give it to her.
Violet, in your hand is a letter from Mayor Kane. You can see that due to the wax seal that says MK in a beautiful teal wax.
Do you want me to read it for you?
I would like you to. Sure, read it for me.
Okay. Hello, dearest rat queens.
Dearest. That's interesting.
Funny he said hello and dearest.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, he's not good with words. Okay, actually, you know what? I'd rather not. Sometimes I didn't read my reading glasses.
The letter says this. Hello. And you see crossed out it says dearest. Rat queens. As I stated yesterday, I am willing to forgive you of all charges, of all potential trials held against you. If you will please come to my office and discuss with me how you saved Palisade. Also, these terrifying objects that are threatening not only our town, but our entire realm. I look forward to seeing you, hopefully, this morning. Mayor Kane. P.S. Barrie, please don't lose this. And then he sealed it. And that is the letter.
Hey, I did my job.
You did, and you didn't open it, which is admirable.
Yeah.
Did you not open it, or did you just kind of melt it and open it and then close it again? And I feel like you might have done that.
I know I'm smart enough to think of that, but I didn't.
I don't know about you, but that read of a lot of fragile masculinity.
What is that?
Mayor Kane's?
Yeah. Like, he just can't handle the fact that we saved Palisades and we have to describe it to him.
Are you guys sure you saved Palisades?
We don't have to prove that to you.
We traveled through
Great.
time.
Present no evidence. I get it.
We
I just believe you.
We got a camel.
Yeah, you just believe us. And you know deep down, honestly.
It's the twin thing.
It is.
You know we can do a lot of things. I will say that same word on 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Porcupine.
Uh-huh.
You messed
Yeah.
that up.
Are you guys even related?
We'll do it. Just try it one more time, okay?
1, 2, 3.
3. rope.
Porcupine.
Okay.
Okay.
I could do this.
Okay.
One. Oh, you want to do it with me?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
cheese.
Mushroom.
Wow. There's a lot of discomfort within the group. That's okay. I expected
We're just
that.
individuals, and that's a good thing.
My mushroom and I say the same thing all the time. It's
1,
great.
2, 3. Porcupine.
Wow.
You guys are just saying
Wow.
the words you heard earlier.
Wow. Maybe we're twins.
Maybe
I
you are.
would kill myself.
No,
Okay.
Well, you could definitely not squeeze out of my mom's vagina.
What?
You couldn't handle that.
What?
What?
You have to be strong
you
dwarf to
serious
really
right now?
rip open that canal.
Are you serious?
As
Yes.
he's talking,
I came first, by the way.
I just start pouring ale. It's just morning, but it's just time to start drinking,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. You know why they call me Cat King? Because I crowned first. Yeah.
That
yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
He talks about mom crowning.
That doesn't mean
all the
Yeah.
That
time.
doesn't mean
Yeah,
King,
never
baby.
stops. I've tried, spent a lot of energy trying to get
Yeah.
him to stop. I think I made it worse.
Barrie, can you go home now? You did the thing. You did a thing today.
I know, but I'm having so much fun, and I hardly get to see Violet anymore. And now I just learned that we're related. So, yeah.
So we should go to Mayor Kane.
We cut to Mayor Kane's office as he sits there impatiently and looks at the four of you.
Hi. What?
Well, seems that I received a letter from the Triad, which is a very rare thing to happen.
Did they give you the business card that's black on black and it's really hard to read? So did they change it?
They actually gave me this, and you see him pull out of his desk. You see a square business card that is now gold with a black embossed triangle.
Look,
Is that from then?
Hannah, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
But no, Hannah, that's not the point. We enacted change in a company. Isn't that amazing?
We influence a lot of people, and that's a straight up 12.
Wow.
You almost as you see the card kind of as Mayor Kane kind of holds the card up, you almost get this gentle whiff of blueberries
And jasmine.
mint.
Oh, and mint.
And it reminds you of Ben.
Are you smelling the card? You can't. Are you smelling the card?
Is everything okay here?
Everything's great.
Wonderful.
I just wish I was back at home again, you know?
I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to try to understand. Listen. What happened on the day of the Summer Solstice Festival was awful. Granted, we've had Narigoth and tentacles come out of the sky in our humble portly town, but for something to have happened once again in Palisade, I will say that I am happy to reinstate these charges against you.
We'd rather not. We had before we got the letter, we had some alcohol. Please continue.
You've got a message from the Triad, buddy. What more do you need?
Listen, I
You
can't.
called this town portly.
We're a port town.
Yeah, but that's
It's an adjective.
That's not how you make adjectives.
I can make an adjective. I'm the mayor.
Technically, it's maybe an adverb if you make a noun into it. Anyway,
I think we're good here.
yeah, I feel like you understand what happened.
Listen, I don't, okay? I'll be honest with you all. I don't quite understand how seemingly you saved a town that was not destroyed in the first place, but the Triad is something higher than myself, and thus I trust the words that have been given to me on this missive. Yes, Barrie.
I think I can speak for them.
Oh.
When I say it was pure luck. You can't expect that to happen again, really.
I want to very subtly pinch Barry on the back of the neck so that no one can see, but I have pinched him.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Unfucking believable.
That's a 12.
Described. I'll say,
So grateful for these good rolls.
Barry, you take 1 point of damage. Describe to me how you're just like getting him.
The back of his vest is so poorly put together that I'm able to just stick my hand like just up to his neck, but not enough that you could see my hand come out. And then I just use both of my nails, and then I squeeze as hard as I possibly can.
Oh!
Please!
Sorry, that was a masculine roar. I was threatening you.
Listen, I heard of what happened in Cascasaria and how you did save that town as well. So I will lift all charges presented against the Rat Queens. All suspicions will be erased from your files and from your names in this town. However, I just need to hear from you that you have this under control, or there's nothing I need to fear as an elective official.
we've actually been meaning to talk to you. Now that we know the severity of the situation, it is important that we take you into our confidence and know that we're not necessarily fully equipped in order to see out this mission. So really, in order to make sure that your town continues to be safe, we're going to need to be on the payroll.
Counterpoint.
Barrie, I fucking swear to God.
The Cat Kings, which is an upgrade in both, pronouns.
The fact of the matter is, we're the people you called into your office.
We're stocked up.
And this is what... yes, Hannah's correct.
Right, but their leader is
And I
here,
will,
and the leader of the Cat Kings is...
I
She's
know
the
where
leader.
you sleep, and I will...
Okay, now it all makes sense.
Listen, I am happy to give you whatever you want. I'm happy to lift all charges. I'm happy to outfit you with perhaps new weapons if it means you ensure the safety of this town and its people continuously.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Wonderful. There is one caveat.
Oh, God.
So because of what happened during the Summer Solstice Festival, we have a number of townsfolk who refuse to leave town, who are terrified to go out, and we are quite low on mercenaries after not only Narigoth and also having half of our fairgrounds being exploded. So I have a task. I need a mercenary group to take care of, and if you just take care of this for me today, I'm happy to outfit you with armor, with new weapons, or with anything you need.
We're going to have to think about it.
Yes, we're going to have to think about it and talk about it.
I will have to think about it.
Nope. No. Like,
We just want to be clear that you're not inviting the Cat Kings to do this, right?
It's just us, right?
Just the Rat Queens.
Well, I'm and all four of you.
Thank you.
But the
Yes.
outfitting will go to the Rat Queens. But Barrie, since you're here, perhaps a commendation will go to the...
Oh, we don't need anything. I'm sure whatever you provide will be below par for what I'm used to, so it's okay.
You're going to let him insult you like that?
No, it's
Listen,
facts,
I've
not
got
an
a
insult.
banshee that's haunting some farmers, and I need someone to take care of this gosh darn ghost.
Oh.
Wait, we're doing that?
Yes.
I thought you said we're going to help the town, these townsfolk get out of town.
Well, no one wants to handle this for me. No one will dare take this job because there's no one to take this job.
All
the
right,
town
I'll
is low
do
on
it.
mercenaries.
Okay, I get it.
all right. All right.
People are scared to leave Palisade. Palisade is had two bad things have happened here. It's not good for tourism.
You mean they're scared to come to Palisade or leave Palisade?
Both.
We need to huddle real quick. Excuse us, and we just walk over towards the
Okay.
bookcase and just do a little small.
You
small
see
hut.
Mayor Kane takes like a little teapot and he pours it into a teacup, but it's clearly whiskey.
Oh,
As he turns in his chair and looks out his window into Palisade and starts to drink.
Guys, we need money.
You do need money. You could use a whole new wardrobe.
We could all use money. We know that. We know that Braga's out of commission. We're
Yep.
gonna have to use Barrie. He is good at fighting.
Look at that.
He's good at
Look
what
at that.
he
Do
does.
you see this?
He's good at what he does.
I don't even work out. It's just dwarven figures.
And that's actually accurate. It's just dwarven
You've lost a
figures.
little muscle mass, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what we need to do right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Maybe the banshee is like really hot.
Yeah, see, if it's a banshee is a female ghost, right?
I don't know.
So I'll woo it.
No, I just.
It's not impossible that he could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ectoplasm everywhere after that.
That's gross.
Oh, you just see Mayor Kane just finishes on that. He overhears that and he just shoots back the rest of the whiskey in the teacup and starts to pour another glass.
so we're in. Yes, we'll do it.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right.
Looks like a job for the Cat Kings. That's right.
No, it's.
These are Cat Kings and friends.
No.
Yeah.
It's Rat Queens and Guy who's related to one of us.
That's too long. Not
not.
catchy.
Listen, if the four of you just take care of this banshee, I will financially invest in the Rat Queens, ensuring that Palisade is safe.
Yay!
Since you apparently seem to be the only group that can save us from ultimate destruction.
Not true, but okay.
Cat Kings, have you stopped a squid in the sky?
Probably. I'm drunk most of the time, am I right, guys? High fives all around. High fives.
I just feel bad for him since we're in front of other people.
That's a twin five. You know we're twins. do we
All
look
right,
alike?
thank
I
you.
honestly couldn't tell.
Good day. Good day to you.
First, here's the map. As you see him pull out this beautiful gilded map of Palisade, he points towards the farms that are located on the northwest side, outside of the gates. Northwest of the gates of Palisade. It's the Habernachy farm. They've been citing claims of a banshee. No one will take the western road into Palisade now in fear of the banshee, and the farmers aren't bringing their crops into Palisade because of the banshee. So if you go to this farm, talk to the Habernachys, and just take care of this banshee. Just help me, please. Help me run a town. I'm in a very low place right now.
Wow, that's really, really pathetic to admit.
Honesty is actually a beautiful thing.
You know what? I've had a town that's been destroyed almost 2 times. I'm starting to question my own leadership, and that's a lot of soul searching I'm currently doing right now.
Do you want
And
to talk about it with me?
maybe later, Barrie.
You just gotta personify cockiness.
Please
You know
don't
what I'm
open your
saying?
vest like that at me again.
No, but if you did a little bit more of that, you'd have a higher self-esteem. You see, you have to walk it and talk it, okay? And then it will become real. That's what you got to do. You're a leader of this town, and what are you doing now? Oh no, I'm so sad. Sadness isn't real. You just get out of it.
Thanks for the map. We're gonna go now.
Try it.
Steal the map? Did you steal the map?
Try
I
it.
took the map.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill, and Barrie, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
7. That's
a-
8.
I'm an 8 as well.
We'll say, with your 8, Betty, he sees you taking the map. Wait, what are you doing?
You said we needed to go to the thing.
Yes, I pointed out to you. That is my hand-gilded map of my town.
You said you were going to invest in the rat queens, and I feel like this is a good investment. Boop, boop.
You have to promise me you're going to bring that back.
I will bring
It was a gift
you
from
back a map.
It was a gift from a very special person.
Like an ex-lover or like your
My
dad.
mother.
Oh,
Very
wow.
proud of me taking this position.
And I'm proud of you
Before she died.
for all right. I'm proud of you for trusting us.
Okay. And I'll try to personify myself.
Just buck up, you know? Be a man. Yeah, just puffy chest.
It's okay to
There
be
you go.
sad. It just fleshes you out more as a
No, it's not.
3D character.
Never be sad.
well-rounded
Yeah.
human.
Sadness is weakness.
All right, please just go take care of this banshee.
Got my new map.
As you leave Mayor Kane's office, you hear a slight sniffle from his room before the doors
It
close.
worked.
As you start to make your way towards the northern gates of Palisade and onto the western path.
Really quick before we continue going down this path, have we all brandished our weapons?
It's just a banshee.
Did we take everything? Did we know that this was what was going to happen? I just happen to have my wand on me and my staff, but that was by sheer luck. Does everyone have everything they need?
I want to brandish my swords.
Just in case I was in a fight with Barrie, I brought both my sword and my axe.
Great.
Oh, yeah,
And-
you
I'm
fight?
always prepared, Hannah.
well,
You
I
know
just
that.
wanted to make sure.
Do you think Dee's gonna be okay?
Oh, she's in a better off place than we are.
I know, gosh, can you imagine? Just a few hours ago, we were in a mud bath. I mean, me.
That was
I
quite
mean,
nice. I feel so soft.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually cut back to the Vizari home. The Rat Queen's HQ, where upstairs Dee sits in bed holding a letter. It is addressed to her from her current husband, Mezekiah. The letter reads as such. Delilah, I hope you are doing well. I am so sorry I could not give you the life that you wanted. But please, just let me know for sure. Will I ever see you again? If not, then maybe we should start taking the steps to end this union. I'll always love you, and you'll always be my brightest star in the heavens, Delilah. Just please, write back to me and let me know. Mezekiah. Dee sighs as she puts her head into her knees, stares out her window with the letter tightly clenched in her hands. We cut back to the gates of Palisade, the border between the town and the forest and lands beyond.
Whew, all right. Gosh.
So what do we know about banshee ghosts? What do they want on a farm? Are they hungry?
They
Do
could
they
want
like
eggs.
animals?
Are there chickens on this farm?
Banshees are foretelling of a death in the family or a manifestation of grief in the family. So, really and truly, in order to really rid oneself of a banshee, you have to diagnose the problem within the family. You know, otherwise it'll just keep on manifesting because more than anything, it's their own problem that's fueling it.
Oh, I thought a banshee was like a really loud ghost.
Oh, it's that. It foretells its bad foretelling by screaming and careening, keening.
Well, that's I didn't realize that. So we're just gonna have to do some family counseling, psychoanalyzing, figure it out.
Whatever it would take to not have to face that directly.
Okay.
Would be the
All right.
best.
Well, you know,
I can handle that.
who doesn't know about family squabbles, right? Differences. I mean, we could figure this out.
Yeah, I can't relate, but sounds fun.
Also, let's just bear in mind that possibly someone is going to die.
Like,
In the Habernacki family.
Okay.
oh, well, people die all the time.
All right, do you want to die? Because we can make that happen right now.
All right. All right. So,
no,
so
I'm not
let's
gonna die for a
let's
while.
make it there before we kill each other, and then we will. But this is good. Thank you, Hannah.
I put it in my notes.
Hannah, why do you know so much about banshees?
Just one of those things that you just happen to come across with information. And I think it's one of those things in mage school that suck. So.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I want to get personal with Hannah.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Can I roll against her?
I got a 7.
You have tokens?
Not enough.
Betty, you have 2 tokens. I will say, yes, Hannah, you can contest a roll.
Okay.
It's 2d6 plus heart.
Goodness gracious. 8.
Okay. I believe her. All right, Hannah. Just stop being a little fuddy-duddy. Let's go take care of this banshee-wanshee.
I'm just pissed about Barrie. But that's okay.
What did I do?
Nothing.
All right. For the sake of this mission, let's just make sure we try to get along.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting along with myself just fine. You all should get on my level. You know what I'm saying? High fives all around.
Did you get that vest at the local trade shop right at the edge of the southern side of town?
He skinned an animal
No,
alive.
you know what's funny
I
is I
ripped it off of an animal.
swear that I saw that.
Nope.
And it's actually been in that window for quite a long time. Did you get it on sale?
What window? Have I ever looked at a window? No. I don't even know what a window is.
So
Okay,
interesting.
it's just a stupid lie, Barry. You do know what a window is.
No, there's too many. We live in a cave. I only see doors. It's a metaphor for,
Yeah. Okay.
For being thick-headed?
So let's on the map. You got the map?
Yep.
Let's just see where we need to go to get to the
farm
Habernacki.
that's right there that we can see. That's the Habernacki farm, and this map is very nice. Look how shiny it is.
You want me to read the map?
No, I can see.
I
it.
also
can
want to read the map.
As you walk on this path, yes, you see lying before you these huge rolling fields of wheat and corn. As you see this majestic stone farmhouse and this beautiful dark oak barn. Just this beautiful, serene farm setting. But you start to hear this kind of high-pitched wailing, almost on the wind. You can't tell if it is nearby or a trick of the mind.
Oh, we must be by the ocean. There's a whale.
Is it?
Do you hear that?
Is it up
Oh,
here?
it's
Is
beautiful.
Oh, God.
Is
It
up
must be
here?
mating season.
Oh, God.
Or is it down here? What is? can't quite.
I hate the idea of ghosts. I hate the idea of ghosts. I don't know if I told you that earlier.
She's terrified of ghosts. Do you still pee the bed?
Okay, I will murder you in front of all my
Chronic
friends.
pisser, this
Okay,
one.
all right.
Do you know that's some common trait shared within families?
No, I've never peed. I'm 100% reproductive. It's
I
incredible.
go up to the door while he's talking and just knock on it.
As
of
you-
the family home.
As you approach the family home, it is eerily quiet. While the fields, as you approach the fields and you get a close look at them, you see that the corn has been not maintained. The wheat there's weeds all at the bottom of this wheat, and you get a look at the barn, and the barn is slowly falling into shambles. It's almost as if this farm is no longer being taken care of. You knock on the door.
This might be fruitless.
Habernacle? Mr. Habernacle.
As the door opens. Yes, who's there?
Are
You
you
see-
the owner of this property?
You see an old half-elf man with a hunched back, wearing one suspender, stand in front of you. Yes, I'm Titanius Abernathy.
Titanius Habernacki.
Yes, the patron of the Abernathy family.
The patriarch, is that right?
Patriarch, yes.
Hell yeah,
And-
high five.
And how many more of you?
You see his, hand
I
just...
smack it as hard as I can.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
It's gonna be a 8.
With an 8, as you slap his hand, you hear a slight pop of his wrist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good job.
oh. Sophia, please prepare me a bandage.
First impressions, am I right?
Barrie, why you run around smacking old people? Settle down.
We're bros. That's what we do. You
Listen,
wouldn't get it. It's a guy thing.
are you finally here to take care of the banshee that's been haunting this farm and subsequently the area around it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We're gonna need you to invite us inside.
Oh yes, come on
Are we
in.
vampires?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, we have to be invited.
She's
Isn't that a
being
vampire thing?
polite.
We have to be invited inside.
Are you
I need
serious?
you. You're at a 15 right now, and I need you to be at a 2.
It was a simple
okay?
question. I didn't know if one of us was a vampire.
Vampires, what?
This idiot is amused by himself.
Yeah, it's my
As he coughs directly in your direction, Hannah.
He's funny. I like this one.
Come on in. Sophia is preparing some tea. Sophia, please prepare tea and a bandage.
How are you? How are you feeling, Mr. Habernacki?
I'm feeling not so good. A gosh darn cough hasn't left me in a fortnight.
Okay.
But my wrist is feeling a little weak right now. But perhaps
What can you do?
perhaps once this banshee's gone, I'll feel a little better.
It's very likely.
Yep.
We
I think so.
I'll tell you what, all I've been doing is taking care of myself with tea. Tea and salts. Don't believe in that alchemist or clerical business. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some,
Natural
there's
remedies.
Some weight to the scientific nature. In fact, we have a great chiropractic center.
Oh, and a
the city.
podiatry place too.
Yes.
There's-
Palisade's becoming the center of advanced medicine.
Yes.
And I just prepare corn and wheat, and you
Yeah.
know what? That's all I'm gonna do. And
I'm
I
with
leave
you.
the medicine to the medicine folk. and,
Probably
Tough it out.
Oh,
Yep.
well, we were cured by some actually, I mean,
Yeah.
Betty could have died.
A healthy
honestly.
blend of the two
Yeah.
philosophies
Yeah.
seems to be the common school of thought at
I
the
think
moment.
that's right.
But who are we to tell you how to live your
you know
life?
what? If you need to, whatever you need to do to,
We have to. Is it just you and Sophia here?
Yes, why do you ask?
you and Sophia. Okay.
And how have things been going between you two? Is she your daughter?
Oh, she's my wife.
What?
Oh,
Gross.
Do you have any
lovely
kids?
Sophia.
Any children?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Helena, Hermia,
Jesus Christ.
Juliet,
Rosalind too?
Rosalind,
Oh,
yes.
wow. Oh my goodness, just a lucky guess.
Beautiful daughters, all 4 of them.
Which of you is closest to dying, would you say?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'd say it's a 7. No. Yes.
With a
It's
7, you can ask him one question. He will answer honestly.
Does he have
Yeah.
tokens? Do you want to make that
I
better?
don't think I can make it that good at a 7. How many
If you had 3 tokens, you could.
do I have 3 tokens?
You do have 3 tokens.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Great.
Use them
There,
all.
you've used all 3 of your tokens.
thank you, tokens.
Now you can ask him 3 questions that he will answer correctly.
Every time he says something embarrassing, part of me just checks out. I'm like a little checked out.
Okay. First off, who do you think could win in a fight, me or her?
Let me get a good look at you as Titania's Habernacki comes over to you and starts yes, okay, I see. He starts sizing you both up. Oh, that's a flex right there.
Yeah.
I see that you have the brawn, perhaps, but
Yeah.
you're also an idiot. I think it might be a tie. Are you twins or something? I see the brains here, but perhaps a temper. I don't know. I was always told I was very good at reading people.
Wow. Well, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Read this.
Hey.
Okay, you've got 2 more questions you can ask me.
Okay. Sorry. it's just a
Sophia,
little- that
please,
should have
the
been
tea
easy.
and bandages.
Are you sure this is Sophia?
And maybe
Yes, my wife. I woke up with her in bed this morning. She's just busy in the kitchen.
Yeah. We all wake up with strange people sometimes, though. Am I right? High five.
That's my wife.
Stop hitting the old man.
and you
Barrie.
maybe ask him productive questions
Okay.
that could help us.
Okay. Where's the banshee?
Oh, yes.
Pretty good question, right?
You see, it tends to come and go. I hear it howling in the night. I've yet to see it for myself.
Okay.
Can't, I didn't inherit the elven eyes in my half-elf blood. I inherited some, human eyes with some nasty cataracts, and so, it's been a little hard to see this banshee around, but I know it's here because I hear it at night. When Sophia and I are lying silently in bed, I hear it. I hear it in the house, and I know it's here, and that's why no one has come to help me collect the corn and wheat. And Sophia's just she can't leave the house. She's terrified, and my 4 daughters, they won't come home to help their old dear pop. And so this is where it is right now.
All right. So I have one more question. Should we do a little huddle thing? I like that.
But ladies, just help my brother ask a legitimate question. Anything? What's helpful to us right now?
How has his wife and him been getting along?
How has his wife and him been getting along?
Okay. When's the last time you and your wife had intercourse? What? That's a good indicator.
Well, I feel
of a
like those are
relationship.
very private matters, yet I feel compelled to answer you truthfully. Perhaps it is the fact that I have these kind strangers in my home helping me with my problem. I've been talking to the mayor about this for about a fortnight now. Come to think of it, but yes, the last time I had relations with my wife. 3 nights ago, and
Wow.
if I'm gonna be
Bad.
honest, it was a doozy.
Wow.
I've never experienced. Hey, I'm to be honest, I've never experienced anything like it.
Well, like
it was
good or bad?
It was interesting.
Okay. Usually that's good.
Sure, it was
High five.
good.
Am I right?
I don't want to high five you anymore. I might
Interest-
pop another wrist.
Interesting how, sir, if you might forgive the clarification.
Well, it just was. I don't know. In all of our years of being a half elf, there was just something about her that seemed otherworldly, and it was a good night.
Was there a lot of yelling?
Sophia, please, the tea and bandages my wrist. Sophia, I love you, sweetheart, but please, the tea. Our guests are waiting and they keep asking me questions.
Can I go?
Barrie.
I could go help.
Yes.
No, I think Barrie should.
Yeah.
Good idea. Great
I think
idea.
that's
Maybe this
it's
is like a twin thing. Like we'll.
No, I think it's a
tackle it
Barrie
together.
thing.
Barrie, maybe just go help the wife in the kitchen, and you can flirt with her. You're
I'm
good
not
at
used
that.
to the kitchen. I mean, that's y'all's domain, really. High fives.
I'd like to punch him in the nuts.
Later,
Roll
after
me-
this is all over.
No, I'd like to do it right now.
Okay, good. Do it right now.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
What is that? 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to use a token.
To make it a 10?
Yes.
Great. Describe to me this nut punch.
I just I dagger with my middle finger, and I get both in one fell swoop, and it's like a.
Barrie, you take 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
And I'd like to encourage you to go to the kitchen now and to suss out
All right.
what's going on.
All
with
right.
Sophia.
I'm into that though. So that's wow. Okay.
Barrie, as you make your way into the kitchen, you see that it is a lovely home. There's these beautiful hand-carved kitchen table. The tile on the countertops is a lovely pearlescent, and you see that there's tiny little flowers decorating each tile.
Huh. How quaint.
Beautiful, lovely farm home, and you start to hear the clattering of cups and a teapot as you turn into the kitchen.
Miss, Sophie, is that your name?
You see a figure that has its back to you. Sophia's hair is completely white. Her dress, her sweater, stockings and shoes are also white. So Barrie, roll me 2d6 plus canny. See if you can get situated.
Oh my!
I don't believe I do.
God.
Unless I have like.
Is there a reroll?
Second
nope.
Second chance?
There's no second chances. Barrie, there is nothing odd about this woman.
All right. I just want to say.
You definitely don't see her levitating 5 inches off the ground.
Oh, miss.
5.
Let me tell you. I know. People say men shouldn't talk about, but external genitalia. It's really a big problem. Like I know women have their own deal of things, but like, what a design flaw. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. I'm just saying it hurts worse. Like probably. I would equate it to harder than childbirth. Like I haven't experienced it, but it's pretty bad.
You see this figure just hovering there, just standing to you.
Yeah. Aren't you going to say anything?
As you start to hear the clatter and clank of the teacups and teapot on the tray, and the clattering gets louder and louder. Hannah, Betty, and Violet, you start to hear this clattering coming from the kitchen as it becomes louder and louder until, Barrie, you see these teacups and teapot explode as the head of Sophia turns 180 degrees and faces you, opens its mouth, and just lets out as the glass in the kitchen shatters.
Oh, I want to run immediately. I want to run immediately to Barrie.
Sophia's the banshee.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, is that my wife?
Tea's ready.
What's wrong? Sophia, sweetheart, come to me. What's wrong?
I want to draw my blades.
You draw your blades.
Yeah.
I kind of push the old man outside the door and just wait out here, please. And I just close him. I close the door so he's outside on the porch.
Roll me 2d6 was hard to convince this old man to
Poor
leave his
man.
house.
Oh, bless him.
Ooh, that's a 10 plus 11. That's 11.
All right, if you say that this will help my wife, I trust you.
It's gonna be You're so helpful. You're gonna be so helpful if you stand out here.
I will be as
just in case
helpful as I can.
any passerby. If you see a banshee, just let us know. We're looking for the banshee.
Oh, I'll listen for the banshee. Oh, I'll listen for it.
Yep.
Haven't heard it yet. Just the screams of my wife.
Yep. If you hear a banshee,
Bay!
just knock 3 times. Okay. Okay. And I push him outside and I close the door and I lock it. Jesus.
Yeah, you pushed him outside. Luckily, because you rolled so successfully with your heart, he stumbles a bit, but does not fall over and break any more appendages as you lock Titania's Habernachy out of his home.
Bill for bugging, guys. He literally could tell that she was the banshee from like the second sentence he talked. He said,
We all knew, but we just had to...
Suddenly, within the home, you start to see the rocking chair by the fire start to rattle. The coffee table filled with tiny porcelain bunnies and other elven knickknacks start to levitate and rattle. As all of the furniture in the living room of the Habernachy home starts to rise and slowly starts to spin around the room. Barrie, inside of the kitchen, the glass has not only broken and exploded out of the kitchen table, or out of the kitchen window, but the table has now split in two. The chairs are slowly starting to rattle and rise as the cutting board and knives located near Sophia start to rise as well. What do you want to do?
I just want to know. You spilled the tea, and then I want to dive at her to stab her in the face.
A stab a ghost in the face.
I got this, guys.
In the face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Violet, no need to help. Just watch.
Please fail.
Watch this, Violet. Just like Dad taught me. Boom, it's a 9.
With a 9, as you quickly, throw your sword up and pierce this banshee in the face. The banshee is somewhat startled for a moment and freezes. You kind of have this banshee in an advantaged position, but there is no harm that comes to the banshee.
It's a ghost.
Okay, Barrie, we know it's a ghost. We know. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Violet, you've run into the kitchen at this point. Great. What do you do?
Hi. Thank you for having us over.
Violet, it's a ghost.
Violet, you start to see that these knives on this cutting board slowly start to rise. 3 of them, a butcher's knife and 2 smaller kitchen knives, and they immediately go ascending towards you. What do you do?
I want to hold my axe up because I am fully out when I get into the kitchen. I want to hold my axe up just to have them ricochet.
Wonderful. Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say, canny. That's a defy danger.
Okay.
That's exploiting your quick thinking.
Oh, God. Okay. So that is a 6.
Wonderful. You have 1 token.
Thank you. 7. I'll take it.
Great. With a 7, I will say that your axe is able to deflect the 2 smaller kitchen knives, but unfortunately that butcher's knife just goes immediately into your left hand holding your axe, and you take 4 points as you haven't had this now gaping wound in your hand.
Can I go grab the knife from her hand?
You want to rip the knife from her hand?
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
God.
I run over to her because I do not like this. I'm like, oh my God, Violet, your hand. And it's that is that's a 9.
Thank goodness.
So with a 9, you are able to pull the knife out of her hand, but because it was a mixed success, Violet, you do take 1 more point of damage as this knife is kind of quickly ripped out of your hand.
Thank you. I just rip off like part of my pant leg and just wrap.
Wonderful. We cut into the living room.
I've been setting up a necromance station because really we're not going to be able to fight it. We have to trap it back into the portal from which this devil came.
Hannah, funny you should say that. As you set up this portal, you suddenly hear Barrie. You hear Barrie helping Violet, and you think that perhaps the 2 of you can work together in a combo and perhaps do something to this banshee.
Barrie, I hate that I gotta have to ask this of you.
I got a bloody knife.
You gotta bring the banshee in the house. to where I am.
Okay, no, I got this. Believe me. Are you okay, Violet?
I'm fine. Go.
Okay.
Go.
Bench.
Do what you need to do.
We gotta name this Barrie.
I want to unbutton my vest.
Oh.
Hey, Banshee. Do you want to see a Banshee? And I just want to lure her by strutting. And I want to really get, like, the glutes action. Follow me, my mistress.
This banshee, you cannot tell if this banshee is completely captivated by you or is perhaps just so fascinated by what you are doing. But yes, this banshee, you slowly start to see the other knives and the other kitchen utensils slowly lay back down onto the kitchen counter. The room's still spinning in the living room, and the chair is still somewhat levitating and shaking in the kitchen, but you now have this banshee's attention as you begin to lure
You're
it
the only Banshee I see.
into the living room. Hannah, you are hearing all of this.
I am really trying not to hear it because I'm trying to perform an incantation, but it is very distracting. And by the time...
It's very distracting. Coined.
All right, don't talk anymore. And so while I'm doing this, I grab Betty's hand and I'm incanting this, like, pentagram thing that I've made and found, like, random tea candles around the house. And so there's, like, basically we're creating a portal. And so I've successfully done that while Barrie has lured her in here.
Great. So now you have, what is the name of this combo?
We have to say this at the same time.
1, 2, 3. Sexual circle.
Well, that's just what you wanted to say. So that's the name it is.
That's it.
Wait, oh, you meant like that, not like the twin thing.
Not like the twin.
Well,
thing.
now let's do it again.
To
Let's
be fair,
reboot
that
it.
was confusing.
It
Let's
is
reboot
sexual.
it.
Okay, great.
Okay, go. Ready? Okay, one more time.
Okay, right.
One more time.
Luring.
Levitation.
Height.
Circle. Combo.
So the luring, levitation, height,
hot
circle
combo.
The luring, levitation, hot circle combo. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see
Wow.
more combos like this.
I like
Hashtag
that.
combo at $75.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Wonderful. So now, in the living room, this chaotic living room of the Habernacky farm home, we now have the Banshee in the room. Your circle is now complete. Betty, what do you do?
I tried to get the banshee in the circle because the banshee's still outside the circle.
Banshee's kind of just, the banshee has now been so captivated. It has been led into the living room where I say closer to the banshee is closer to the kitchen kind of open doorway entrance. And this circle is near the front door and the window seat of this farm home.
I look at the banshee. Hey, you better get over here. Your husband's outside and he's in trouble. Will anything to happen to him?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Oh, damn.
That's a
Any second chances?
2, 3,
No second
4.
chances.
That's a 4. It's a 4.
What's her token status?
She has 2, so it can only make it a 6.
Too low.
Should have helped you.
Take a fail. Take a fail.
All good. Betty, as you do this, the banshee then picks up that yes, her husband is not here, and that you were the one to cause it, as suddenly the hair starts to rise on this banshee. Its once seemingly calm nature is now no more, as its mouth unhinges, and you just hear this horrific screech echo throughout the room, so much so that you all take 2 damage. This piercing scream is so incredibly loud and just hurts your eardrums. And Hannah, no matter what you were doing in this circumstance, you were having to use both hands to cover your ears as this shriek shakes this home. And from outside, you hear the pounding on the door of Titanius Habernacky. Let me in! Something isn't right, please! Please?
So I guess she likes her husband still? I don't know.
She hasn't killed him.
She's
So-
probably draining his energy. That's why he's so sick.
Oh, you're right.
So the wife is no longer with us unless the wife has been totally drained. This man is so delusional. He thinks that this is her.
He
Well,
has
sometimes
cataracts.
women could be like this.
Jesus Christ, Barrie, not right now.
It's just- You okay, sis?
Sorry, I had to
She
get
has
up.
asthma.
Just so I got overwhelmed by you.
Do you know that asthma is psychosomatic because she's, by someone that suffocates her too?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Don't know
start
what that
that
word
second.
psychosomatic means.
Let's start that second poll in the chat, shall we? And with that, as you all casually talk around the screaming banshee, you see both of her hands kind of emerge from her sweater arms, and you see that they are these ghostly, kind of elongated, sharp, ratted fingernails. As she immediately swipes towards you, Hannah. What do you do?
I'm just gonna create a wall of magic light that she can't hit me.
Roll me 2d6 plus skills. So you're trying to create like the barrier, yeah.
Can't roll with that. So that's a 6, 7, 8, 9, and I still have a couple tokens. Yeah.
You have 2 tokens,
So we're gonna
Hannah.
make it a 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, yes, you were able to describe to me this barrier of light.
So as I realized that we were being irresponsible and talking, but I have to check him a
were.
little bit because he's out of his fucking mind. And right as she is about to take a swipe, this light wall that kind of looks like a mirror kind of thing stops her, and she hits it, and it's it hurts her because it is also necromanced light as well. Too.
Yes, with this barrier of light, you have now stunned the banshee as this creature just kind of wobbles while hovering, its hands kind of receding back into its sweater, trying to get a sense of its surroundings once again.
So she is outside the circle.
She's
then.
outside the circle, yeah.
so-
She's not been put inside the circle yet.
That's our goal. Get her in the circle.
So I'd like to encourage everyone to let's hold hands again and open up the circle so that we can corral her in.
Gross.
Who is leading this?
I am.
Yes.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Never mind. Someone want to help me with this?
I'll help you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
All right, Betty, roll your Hannah bond.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Oh, and I'll use token, so it's 10.
Wonderful. You get a +2 on this roll, Hannah.
I needed it too.
So I help her by, I take out my magic wrist cuffs that I still have, my
yeah.
magic bracelets, and I just try to help her, help make the circle more complete with the magic.
And so that makes it 11 with my bond.
Wonderful. With an 11, yes, describe to me. So you're creating the circle, or the 4 of you are creating the circle around this banshee.
So as she's frozen, we start. Unfortunately, we're working well with Barrie at the moment, and she's kind of petrified. So all we have to do is just reach around her and drag her in.
Wonderful.
To the circle.
As you reach around and drag her into the circle, you see that as this banshee moves closer and closer to the circle, you see that her levitating feet now are becoming sucked into this circle. As the circle that you have created now begins to glow a terrifying necromantic red. And as you pull Sophia the Banshee closer, she becomes more sucked into this necromantic circle. As the lines around the circle then ignite in a red necromantic flame, you find Sophia in the center. Suddenly, she's hovering, and then she bursts into a red flame. As you see her banshee form shaking and shrieking, the entire house shaking now. The trembling beneath your feet is unbearable, but you are able to hold on to each other so tightly as Sophia fights the power of the Rat Queens and Barrie. But unfortunately, your power is too much for her as she starts to slowly descend into the circle until in one cacophonous moment, there was a poof. The red necromantic flames extinguish into smoke. What's left on the floor are the burn marks of the circles that you've drawn, Hannah. But the banshee is no more.
Is Sophia still around?
I want to stand in the circle and just bathe in it.
Great job, everybody.
Funny you should say that, Barrie. Your baggage is suddenly triggered.
Okay.
So now, Barrie, you because of your selfish nature, because of your upbringing, how you were very much given things. You take things for granted. Your life was handed to you on a silver platter. How does that cause you to make maybe not so smart choice in this situation?
Is there any, like, necromantic residue around?
Yes, there is. There's some. You see, towards the center of the circle where Sophia the Banshee disappeared, there seems to be like a small pile of slightly smoldering ash.
You know, something within our culture, is we use everything that we kill. Like this creature, I ripped its skin right off, incredibly, amazingly.
Again, it's that.
So you gotta do everything.
Discount store.
It's nope, not true. So I will take this upon.
You're embarrassing yourself. Honestly, this is dangerous.
This day, this is our trophy. I'm gonna snort the ashes.
You snort the ashes, the necromantic ashes of Sophia the Banshee. Thank you all so much for that. That puts us at 7 baggage.
Barrie, what are you
I'm
doing?
utilizing
Use
the kill.
your
I'm
brain for
increasing
a
my
moment.
strength.
You're not increasing your strength. You're being an idiot.
No, what?
You're being an idiot.
I'm the idiot?
Yeah, yes. You just sniffed a completely dangerous banshee's ashes.
Because I can take it.
Oh, okay,
I've always
great.
been able to take it. You can't. You're the one that runs off.
Take it, Barrie.
How do you feel?
What happened in there? I see that. Oh, why am I knocking on the door? The windows are broken.
What are windows? See?
As you see Titanius Habernachy peer through, you hear the crunching of his feet, his shoes on glass as he peers through the broken window. Ugh. What? What happened? What did you find the Banshee?
Yeah. Your wife was the Banshee, but it's all taken care of now.
What?
Your wife was the Banshee.
Is the door open? Did we open it yet?
You can open the door.
Okay, we're gonna open the door. Hi.
Hello.
Can we sit on this? Can you sit down on this chair on your porch? Can you
Yes.
sit down on?
Yeah. Oh, I was saying, take a sit. My cough's kind of going away. Oh, maybe I was nice. I've been in that house for so long. Maybe the fresh outdoor air is good on the soul.
Yeah. Yep. Good thing you're out there, not in here.
But what do you mean? That was my wife, my Sophia. She's been. How could she? No, it's not her. It's not her. She's been perfectly fine, hasn't she?
She doesn't seem to have been. But sometimes when things come to an end, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm sure she misses you. She would be missing you. But now she's at peace.
And now I'm all alone.
Wait, just follow me on this, guys.
My 4 daughters.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Titanium, whatever it was.
It's Titanius.
Okay, that was close. I snorted your wife's ashes. So, I can actually hear her thoughts right now. And she says, what do you want to ask her a question? I'll channel her and say it. Just go with me. I don't believe in this crap.
Roll me 2d6
Okay.
plus heart.
Oh my god.
It's a 6. Do I have any tokens?
Please, God,
Barrie, you
no.
have 1 token.
I would like to use that token.
With a mixed success, Mr. Habernachy looks at you.
Mhm.
Are you telling me the honest to goodness truth, boy?
Yes.
I can vouch for him. I know when he's lying. I'm his twin.
Yes.
He lies a lot, and he's not lying now.
She's totally right. First time for everything, am I right? High five.
You see his damaged hand just gently caress your face. Oh, Sophia.
Yes.
Oh,
She's in me right now.
okay. I don't really believe in much of this medicine stuff, but or whatever this is, but
Titanium.
you know what? That's not my name.
I
And
love
so,
you,
you know what? I
Titanium.
appreciate what you're trying to do here. And,
Hannah, can't you use your can you try to channel? I don't know. You talk to your mom all the time.
we're so sorry that this happened, and we're so sorry.
You said the banshee's gone.
Well, honestly, these don't happen by accident. So clearly, you wanted this. Clearly, you weren't. You didn't treat her well enough.
Hey.
And that made her vulnerable and susceptible to being taken and possessed by a banshee.
We don't
so
know
you shouldn't
the details.
feel too bad
What is happening?
for yourself.
The banshee is gone from my farm. I will pay you now. As you see Titania stand up and go into the home, you don't see where he goes, but you just hear his feet stepping over broken glass, broken pieces of wood, broken tile. As he comes back out with a beautiful golden chest. These were her belongings. Yeah, perhaps she is in a better place now. Perhaps the both of us taking care of this farm alone was too much. Perhaps I should sell the old thing and maybe go live with one of my daughters if they'll have me.
Juliet seems. Hermia also short sounding.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet your kids would love to hang out with
you.
their old pop.
I love hanging out with my father, our father.
He does.
Right?
All right.
When was the last time you called home?
Okay, I haven't.
Here-
It's been busy.
I can't stand to see these things anymore, so how about you take them for me?
And maybe while we're here, why don't we just do a quick sweep? Sweep up some of the glass.
I don't sweep.
He's just. What's he gonna do? He's gonna cut himself eventually. He's gonna fall.
Titanius opens the gilded golden chest, pulls out a beautiful shimmering white elven shawl. Here, yes, this is for you.
Thank you.
Got punched in the balls. This is a.
I did.
Yeah.
It was really
This
stressful.
is a.
that one.
This was her.
External genitalia, it's really bad. I'm
This
trying
was
to tell
her
them
father's shimmering cloak. It may feel as soft as silk, but it is hard as steel, and will protect the wearer who wears it.
Well, thank you so much. We
no.
are the Rat Queens. That's our friend. I take the shawl from
Rat queens.
Barrie.
Cat king.
Nope, that's ours.
What's better than a queen?
We will
Hint,
help.
it's a king.
Here is her circlet. She wore this on her wedding day. It's just beautiful. There's nothing magical about it. And
Memories make it magical.
indeed, and that's why I can't hold on to it anymore. I just too many memories.
That's fair. That's fair.
And for you, well, this was her sword, and you just see out of this beautiful chest, almost like Mary Poppins' bag, he pulls out this incredibly beautiful golden elven sword.
Oh, I'm so blown away. I'm gonna start crying. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Wow.
Sword. And you can have, well, this was one of the flowers in her bouquet.
Oh, that's sweet, Barrie. That's sweet that you got
300
that.
years ago.
Yep.
It's a very good time.
A dead flower?
That is cute,
Yes, it was
Barrie.
pressed in her journal.
It's full of memories, Barrie. So
Yeah.
good. You can use that.
That is,
Is it a violet? Is that a flower?
You're not taking my sword, just saying.
that's an elven star root. The rumors,
Does it give me power if I eat it?
Well, rumors say that if you grind it up, it can possibly enhance one's abilities for a short while in a potion.
I crush it
You usually
and eat it.
You usually have them in bouquets because they symbolize the power that the two coming together in their union bring
It's
to
chalky.
each other. And you just ate it. Okay. I'm feeling quite lightheaded.
Yeah, why don't you go lay down? We're gonna do a quick sweep downstairs, and then
you.
we'll get out of your way. I just don't want you to fall on broken glass, man.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm
Bowing. Respect your elders.
going to go upstairs and see if I can remember where my daughters moved to.
Gosh.
Guys, did we do the wrong thing?
Yeah, we cannot leave this man unless we find where they live, so we're going to need to locate an address book.
Not our
From
responsibility.
within the home, you hear, "Oh, yes! Oh, yes. My dearest Hermia. You see, she's working, and I've heard this is a magical place, Cascasaria. She always loved the magics. I was not a huge fan, but
The place is a shithole.
It's great. Actually, we loved it. We vacationed there.
It's
and
great.
she apparently assisted in performing in shows and performs magical feats
Cool.
at one
Okay.
of the resorts.
How old is she?
Nope.
No, very. That's
Inappropriate.
totally not
she's
happening.
she's a half elf, so she's
Nice.
she's about 52 right now.
Probably a banshee in the sack, am I right?
So we're gonna just leave because we think probably us leaving will be better. If you fall on glass, at least you won't have to hear Barrie talk anymore.
Thank you. I'm going to go gather my things as the sun sets. Titania's Habernacki packs his things and starts to scribe a letter to the neighboring farm, asking if they still wanted to acquire his land that much. Meanwhile, we cut back to Palisade. We find ourselves at the Black Satyr, where inside we see Braga and Aralel laughing and chatting over a bottle of half-drunk blood wine. The two exchange stories of fights, brawls, bard spells gone wrong, love, and loss. Aralel's laugh has a beautiful chime to it, and her hand gently squeezes Braga's palm on the table. A warm smile is shared between the two of them. We're just outside the Black Satyr. Unbeknownst to Braga, Aralel, or the other patrons of the tavern, a figure sees the two joyfully enjoying each other's company. There is a sharp intake of breath as Tizzy quickly walks away from the satyr, tears slowly streaming down her cheeks. We cut back to the Habernacki farm as the four of you begin to leave. Mr. Habernacki putting his things together, preparing for his travels. As you begin to make your way back to Palisade. Thank you so much for all of Barry's tokens and getting us to 7 baggage. Barry, you suddenly start to feel funny. Perhaps it was the elven star root that you just crushed and ate that was over 300 years old. Might have gone bad. Or perhaps it was the fact that you snorted a banshee's necromantic ashes. Also a possibility.
It's the camel egg.
But perhaps with their powers combined, this root that enhances one's abilities and the fact that you snorted the necromantic ashes of a very powerful being. Suddenly, Barry, you start to feel woozy. You start to lose consciousness. Hannah, Betty, and Violet, you turn around and you see Barry's just still walking. But inside of Barry is a different story. Barry, you start to feel your senses go black as something else begins to take over Barry's body.
Can I sense anything from Barrie?
I'll say roll me 2d6 plus heart. You do have twin sense.
Is there a second chance?
There are no second chances.
Then it's a 4. It's a 4.
You do not sense anything. You think Barry's playing a joke.
Oh, God, he's such an asshole. God. Barrie. He just needs attention right now. Clearly acting like an idiot.
Do I recognize the energy?
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Skill.
6, 7, 8, 9, and I have one more token.
You have one. You have 2 tokens, actually.
Oh, very nice. I will use one and we'll make it a 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, you are noticing that Barrie is definitely possessed now.
This was always like him. It's just everything's about Barrie. Everything's about Barrie all the time. And I want to love him. I do love him. Of course I love him. After all that we've been through. Oh, gosh.
I don't want to say anything, but I want to catch up to him. Or is he ahead of us?
He's
or?
kind of trailing behind.
I'd like to slow down, let not make anyone notice that I'm, yes, you know.
I'll say you do that.
Okay, great. Who's in there? Oh, no. Don't laugh. It's not funny. I don't care. I'm not scared. Just might as well get cut to the chase.
You question me.
Oh, my God. How long has it been since you talked to somebody? You're just lonely?
No, you will be soon.
I will be. Oh, God. It's just, like, so sweet, you know?
Do not talk down to me.
Okay, then why don't you just answer me like a normal demon?
Let me think about it.
Can I overhear them?
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
So that's an 8, and I have 2 tokens.
Bet you have 1 token.
I'll keep it at an 8 then.
Wonderful. With an 8, you don't hear the specifics, but you hear that perhaps Barrie is sounding a little bit more hoarse than normal, a little bit more low baritone, not as jovial.
Hey, you two, shut up. Let's get home. It's getting dark.
Is that your friend?
Oh, God, are you just stupid? Are you stupid? You don't know what you came into?
I want to grab her by the throat.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
And I'd like to fight against it or like have quick reactions because I'm in like, you know, a short stop position, ready to catch ground.
It's a 9.
Oh,
It's a 9. All right.
Oh, jeez. Canny.
I'll say canny.
Cool.
That's going to be an 11. I don't think you know who the fuck you're fucking with.
I don't care.
That's right. That's your biggest mistake. And I'd like to, as I grab his hand, I'm also conjuring a magic that sucks out the demon. It looks like I'm pulling Barrie, but in fact I'm pulling the energy.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
My good rolls have got to end somewhere, and there they are. That's fucking snake eyes.
Wonderful. There is 1 second chance.
I'm gonna take it.
Oh, yes.
Because that couldn't be better
Yes.
timing. My God. I knew I was rolling too well. That's not even much better. 5, 6. I only have 1 token.
You have 1 token.
Yeah, that's a full-on fail.
Wonderful. Describe to me the second chance on how you first rolled snake eyes. How it was. Yes, describe to me your 2 fails.
So, as I go to like get the spirit out, I actually just lose my grip completely because there is actually a strength there that I underestimated. So I almost like stumble back and I take a second to like reassess, and so now I know that I need to shoot the demon out, and as I do that, whatever is going on is also deadening my magical capabilities.
In fact, because it was a fail, it kicks back. Your own abilities kick back and fire against you. And you take, suddenly, Violet and Betty, you see Hannah flying through the air as you get slammed up against the back of a tree, feeling a crack in your spine for 4 points of damage.
What is wrong with you, Barrie?
Is this the one? And look at Violet.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This pathetic one.
Now do I know what's happening?
I'll say you do, yeah.
Yeah, and my head just turns around.
Ew.
This... Barrie, if you're inside, if you're still, if you can hear me, Barrie, I need you to fight this. I need you to fight this, Barrie.
I don't think his regard for you is well placed.
Well, You just don't know him very well. You haven't been in his body very long. Okay, so my brother loves me very much. Unlike, I bet you don't have any people that love you. I bet you don't even have family.
Mary.
It seems that you're getting to hit. Oh,
I just want to, knock him out. I just want to take the blunt side of my axe and knock him out.
roll me 2d6 plus skill.
That's a 10.
Wonderful. Describe to me how you perfectly knock Barrie out.
He triggers an instinct in me, and I don't even stop. It's like one motion. I take my axe, and then I just pop him in the side of the head right by his ear. Just so that if he could hear it ringing, I would just like that, and then he can fall over.
Barrie, you fall over for a sec, and the Barrie inside immediately feels this pain, and it's just retching for Barrie. And in fact, you take 2 points of damage as you kind of hit the paved stone pathway back to Palisade. As you see Barry's body on the ground, it starts to slightly kind of shake and shamble itself, trying to find its way back to its feet. Betty, do you want to try anything?
Yes, I would like to try to make him prone by just running around him, tying him prone with the elven shawl I got that I just received.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay.
Can I resist?
No.
I knocked you out.
Yikes. That's 5, 6, 7, and I have only 1 token, so that's a 7.
Say because you are knocked out, you cannot resist right now. So I'll say with a 7, you are able to tie him, and we will get to the consequence later.
Okay. So I just wrap it around him and just tie it real tight in like a triple knot. All right, guys. Apparently this is supposed to be indestructible, so let's figure out what we gotta do with him before he wakes up.
Might not be for the best.
What can we do?
No, I'm fine.
How do you exorcise a demon without making them turn into ashes?
Violet.
Can I lift up?
Yes, I will say you start to rise. You still have your arms kind of pinned to your side as you're wrapped in this. You're tied tightly in this enchanted elven shawl. But yes, you start to slowly rise from the ground. As Violet, you remember for a quick second there before you bopped Barrie out, almost as if your words were connecting to the Barrie that's inside.
I remember what I said. That I was talking about how he loves me. He does. He certainly does.
Keep on doing that.
He.
No, you are the source of
Barrie,
his problem.
Barrie admires me, and that's tough because he doesn't want to admit it, and it's hard for me too because I constantly feel like a failure. Like he's the person I can never live up to, and he has to be so cocky about it. But of course, I love him. Of course, Your
sentiment is misguided.
Well, actually, I don't know who you think you are, and you don't really know my brother, but my brother could beat you up if you were out equally matched.
No, he could not.
Well, actually...
This weakling...
I'd like to enchant the elven cloak to, shut his fucking mouth up.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
To, rant, I should stop doing charms, because... that's great. That's an 11.
Great. Describe to me how you do this.
So I'm still in pain, but I shoot a stiffening. I don't know, just a whirlwind, and it puts the hood around his mouth, and freezes it there.
Well, can I start lashing my own body with cuts and lesions?
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
All right, so I'm floating up there. I'm just trying to scream through the call. That's a 12.
So describe to me this.
Just through this, you just see basically skin popping into blade cuts, and they're bubbling with infection already, and it's dribbling down pus.
Stop.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
Stop.
yeah, the shimmering silver elven cloak starts to go red and almost merlot as you see the blood just start to pool and spread underneath the cloak.
Stop hurting my brother. Stop it. What do you want? What do you want from me? What
No,
do
just
you
keep
need?
talking to Barrie. Talk only to Barrie.
Barrie, I love you. And I need you to be the man that you want to be. You be the man that did skin an animal alive. Even though that's not a very nice thing to do, Barrie. Be the tough man that I know that you are. And the kind, thoughtful person that I know deep down inside of you is. Be the strength that you want to be, Barrie. You can do that, Barrie. Now, take your metaphorical blade and kill this demon that is infecting you.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart. I'll say you get a +2 to this roll.
Oh.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
With
Oh
a
wait,
plus-
oh wait. Sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Violet, you have 3 tokens.
Yay! 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, Barrie, you suddenly, while you were in this black haze, you almost start to see a light at the end of a tunnel. You start to hear a familiar voice. As you keep going closer to this voice and this light, you start to see flashes of your childhood with your sister Violet, playing outside with wooden swords, fighting each other, your father chastising you not to let your sister beat you again. We jump forward another year, and you see the tensions grow. You and Violet are starting to fight more and more throughout your adolescence as you become teenagers and thus young adults, until finally you find yourself looking upon the fateful day where Violet cursed out the Dwarven Armory Collective, cut her beard, packed up her things, and left home. And in this moment, Barrie, you find yourself standing in the doorway of your family home. You hear the sobs of your mother in the background, and you hear your father slam the door of his study. You start to hear Violet as he cries under his breath as you see your sister walk away. And in that moment, Barrie, you are able to reach out your hand, and almost as if time changed, or perhaps in this moment something happened. The Violet in your memory turns around, extends a hand towards you, and as soon as you both meet, you feel yourself in your body again.
Honestly, Barrie, you're my best friend, right? I mean, it doesn't feel that way all the time. Barrie?
Oh, Hannah,
Barrie?
undo the magic thing on his mouth.
Hannah, as soon as you undo the magic thing on his mouth, Barrie, you just vomit bile. Barrie just starts disgustingly heaving this like black sludge out of his body.
Honestly, he totally deserves that.
Yeah, I felt that one before. Oof.
Oh, never eating those eggs again.
Eggs? You snorted a fucking banshee, dude.
I know.
How do you feel? How are you?
I'm.
Do we have anything? Anything?
We're not healers.
I'm okay. Violet. I'm okay.
Well, let's get the wounds at least.
No, Violet. I'm fine.
I
Violet.
just want to rip off another part of my pant leg and just start wrapping my.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Okay, that is F10.
Wonderful. With the 10, yeah, I'm saying you're able to administer expertise medical assistance.
All right, let me just get this tight enough, not too tight to cut off circulation.
Violet. I'm sorry. You really hurt me that day when you left. And that wasn't your fault. But I'm sorry that I put you in a position where you wanted to leave.
I'm sorry that it hurt you when I left.
It's fine. It really wasn't your fault. And I know I'm kind of an asshole, but I feel like I had to be. When you're expected to be something and you're just not that thing.
I get it. I understand.
No, but the thing is, Violet, you were that thing.
I didn't want to be that thing.
I know. Well, and they didn't let you be that thing. And I didn't let you be that thing. And everybody knows that you're the one. You are the rat queens. You are taking down everything. And I was supposed to be the one that was taking down everything. Father always said that was me. That was for the men. All that kind of stuff. And the truth is, not very good at it. You are better than me. I mean, in certain ways.
You don't have to say anything else, Barrie.
Yes, you do. Did you buy that from a trade discount store?
Hey, you know what? He skinned an animal alive. Okay?
I didn't skin an animal
I
alive.
don't care what you did.
No, I wouldn't want to skin an animal alive.
Me either. What? I mean, why? Why even
Because
that
it's manly,
story?
and I was trying to.
Yeah,
Dad
yeah.
would have loved. I'm sorry.
He bought it on his own because he chose to.
I did with. Well, it was with Dad's
mom
money.
and dad's
Again, see, this is a part of the problem.
This is the thing. Stories are complicated. So are families. So,
Thank you.
I
won't snort necromantic dust anymore. I was just trying to be a little more like you.
And obviously you're your own person and you're filled with good judgment, but also maybe apply that rule to other things also. So just not just the necromancy ashes, but also you don't have to be anybody that you're not.
Right. The Cat Kings will be their own thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll be just as good as the Rat Queens, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Cat King sucks.
Actually, they could. They could
Okay.
be just as good as the Rat Queens,
Yeah,
and
I
in
bet if
their
we fought
own different
one-on-one.
way. And if,
By the way, the Betty of our group is a mushroom, so...
which is cool.
The mushroom doesn't do anything, and I am not a mushroom.
Yeah, well,
She-
why do you
she-
think
she
you're
likes
a mushroom?
mushrooms. So nothing,
Just saying.
nothing wakes up overnight and becomes perfect.
Yeah, well... Sorry, I have to keep some... It's ingrained now.
Some of it,
just
I
can't-
think, is good.
Ugh, go home, Barrie.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
we just had this moment.
the shawl that you used to tie Barrie together, the enchanted elven shawl that you did roll a mixed success on with tying him, it seemed that the demonic blood has unfortunately rendered the shawl magicless. And just on the ground is a beautiful, now Merlot-colored stained
See the cheap fabric this town
shawl.
uses?
Barrie, you seriously ruin everything you touch.
Excuse me. Look at that. You think she's pretty great? And I touched her. I touched her in the womb.
He talks about the womb so
We were
much.
bosom
And
buddies.
it's called,
There's- it's
how
tough.
this penis envy, the opposite, but this is vagina envy. So he wishes that he was in
Maybe there's something wrong with his penis.
It's possibly.
My penis is pretty good.
Okay,
I mean,
well, if we could all stop talking about Barry's penis, it would work for me better.
Just saying, it's a little. There's a lesion on it right now, but I would show you it.
I have to wash my hands.
I don't want to see
You
your
should.
penis.
Did you wash your hands before this morning?
Ah! But I hit you in the nutsack is what I mean.
Oh yeah, you did do that. Well, no, this is because of the demonic lesion.
So you took
God,
a look
I'm
at your
so
dick real
sorry.
quick to
He
find
fe-
out?
That's what all guys do if they've been injured.
Immediately? When did you even have a chance to do that?
Yeah.
Well, because it's a quick peek, you know.
So like
Gotta
while
check
you
it.
were having the heart-to-heart, you
Okay.
checked your
You're
penis.
telling me you don't check your vagina?
No.
Immediately after danger?
Yes.
Is there ale, a beer, or wine anywhere that we could?
I was just going to say, against my better judgment, we should all get a
I'll
drink.
join the Rat Queens.
Nope. That's not what she said.
But you were saying it to the right person because this woman over here loves to invite people to the rack.
Oh, perfect.
That's not true.
Is it
When's the last
I-
person you invited?
it's questionable because
What was
listen,
their name?
I know how to make people feel welcome and do their best. And by treating you like shit, you did your worst today. And yeah.
We've all learned something.
Yeah, Barrie.
Yeah.
I don't think I learned anything. In fact, I think we completely failed the mission, but okay.
No, we destroyed that banshee.
Didn't destroyed that man's life. But
I think he couldn't have lived with that forever.
no,
Yeah.
he was gonna
He was
die.
gonna die, yeah. So in the end, nothing's all good or all bad, right? It's just you try to get the better part of the middle.
Did none of us pick up on the whole, like, his neighbors wanted to buy his land thing? Maybe, they made that possession happen? No? We're not going to investigate that?
I can go kill those people.
I think we're done.
We
think
cut
we're
to
done.
the Black Satyr, where we find Hannah, Betty, Violet, and Barrie all splitting drinks together.
I bet I can outdrink all of you.
No one cares, Barrie.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, God.
Would you like to outdrink each other?
Yes.
Wonderful. Both of you, roll me 2d6 plus guts.
You want to go first since you were first out of the womb?
Yep. Boom.
Does
Right through.
does Violet roll as disadvantage because she doesn't drink? She only drinks wine.
Oh, that's right. You only do drink wine.
So
such a nice
what are we
friend.
adding to this?
Guts.
Boom. 5. Do I have any tokens?
You have no tokens.
Okay.
It's a 5.
5.
Okay.
I take I'll drink wine with her.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wine
I want to
off.
make it
Great.
Yeah, you
equal.
guys tapped the keg of wine.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wine off.
Wine off. Wine off.
I got a 9.
Wonderful. Describe to me how you're destroying Barrie at drinking wine.
I don't even breathe. I just guzzle it down. And Barrie is he's just sipping. He gets some of it in his nose. I can swallow things as they go into my nose, so it's no problem for me if that happens. And I just immediately have 6 glasses of wine.
Oh, I'm related to her. We're twins.
Twins. We are twins.
Let's say the same thing at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, pineapple.
I love you. Oh,
okay.
Funny you
Okay.
should say that. Suddenly, the two of you start to feel a combo coming on. As a large half-orc man comes over the table. Oh, so 2 dwarves, you're gonna drink a lot. I'll challenge you to a drink off right now. 2 puny dwarves drinking wine. Now, why don't you drink ale like a real man? You dwarven.
What did you say?
I called you a. You heard right.
Repeat what you said to my sister.
Say it to my face.
Say it to her face.
Say it right now to my face.
Say it right now to her face.
Your brother's a. And you're a 2.
Oh, well.
Did you just us?
Well, you know what? You have one thing coming to you.
Right.
And that thing is about to be called
Black Forge Special Uppercut to the Moon.
Again, that's just what he wanted to say. You
It
just
worked out great.
The Black Forge uppercut to the moon.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So describe to me this twin uppercut.
Well, because I have such strong thigh muscles, my main job is going to be to throw Barrie up towards this
half orc.
half orc's chin, and so I'm just going to get into a lunge position or squat position, and then I'm going to throw him up, and then Barrie will.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, how big is this orc?
He's a half orc, so he's a very sturdy. He's about 7 feet tall, kind of a very sturdy and stocky guy.
Yeah. So I want to fist his nostrils and just make that bone go right up into the brain.
that's a death move.
You do that because this is a combo and it's a complete
You
success.
don't mess with the Black Forges.
So you suddenly hear this crunch as this half orc blood starts to come out of this Max, the half orc man.
Max.
His nose. As you see his eyes kind of roll in the back of his head, and his whole body falls back and lands against the floor of the Black Satyr.
High five.
We then cut to Mayor Kane's office. You just had to kill someone?
Well, it got it. I will admit, it got out of hand.
Us.
it got out of hand. I absolutely admit that it got out of hand really fast.
Wait, are you talking about who'd we kill exactly? Who did we kill?
Yeah, were they important?
Max, the half orc in the black satyr.
It was
Oh,
unintentional.
Max Maxwell.
He goaded. He goaded them.
He
Yeah.
asked.
He was a criminal. I found documents in his
That's true.
pocket. He was gonna do the heist of the century.
And you wanted us to protect this town, and we will, and
Yeah,
we did.
we're doing
and
it.
It's the heist
Doing
of
it right
the
now.
century, and
Doing it right now.
And if you don't believe us, then it was Barry's fault.
Yeah.
Not true. I got to lift up from my sister.
Nope.
You know why they call it To the Moon, though? It's because everyone's over the moon that he's dead, right? Everyone was saying that in town.
Yeah.
because
He was a menace.
They have a lot less fear in their life now, and there's a lot less. There's going to be less crime.
And he
Yeah.
had lice.
It wasn't a perfect. It
don't want
wasn't a
that
perfect
spreading.
situation.
Yeah.
But nothing's perfect.
and his
right?
house was ugly.
You did as
I
we
checked-
just
How
could've
do you
did.
know about his house?
Because we moved in.
I checked it.
He's dead, so
checked
free
it.
real estate.
I was making sure there's no more evil people in his house.
Because the heist documents.
Heist documents, yeah.
All right, you know what? It's been a long day as mayor. And you, according to your long and lengthy tale, you did destroy the Banshee. Consequently, the Habernachy farm is going towards the Lawsons now, as you said. I will work on the deed to that momentarily, maybe tomorrow morning.
Money, please.
Yes. All right. Yes. As you see Mayor Kane kind of get up as he runs his fingers through his chestnut-colored hair and just pushes it back. It's been a long night for Mayor Kane as he approaches a painting that you can only imagine is of his mother. As he removes the painting from the wall and you see behind the wall there's a safe. As he starts to turn on the
I
safe.
memorized the combination.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I have a token 10.
Betty, you memorize the code to Mayor Kane's safe. It is as follows: 05 23 19.
Yeah, it is.
You see him open the small vault as he shuffles through a number of papers, deeds, the like, until pushes them aside and pulls out a tiny wooden box. He brings it to his desk. He opens it, and you just see inside, it's not silver, it is not bronze, it is not gold, it's platinum. As you see that there are 100 platinum coins in this box. Violet, suddenly just seeing this and knowing how hard you and Barrie worked together, your baggage starts to be triggered.
Wow, we did it. We accomplished this thing together. Gosh, it's just like when we were standing in this office last, I was thinking, Barry's gonna ruin this.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's gonna be embarrassing for my friends, and it's gonna be embarrassing for him ultimately because I
Always
want him to
embarrassed.
succeed because I'm rooting for him despite all of everything. So it's just, this has been a big trip. I'm sorry, Mayor Kane. It's just when you have these expectations and you feel like you fail your family all the time, even though it's the right thing to do, So,
Dial it back a little bit.
and Barry, he did it with us despite everything. He lured this. You should have seen him. He lured this banshee just by.
It was by this.
He
It
was
this.
moving his body, and she wanted a part of it. It was beautiful. So anyway, thank you.
Are you saying that you want some of the money to go to him now?
Some of the money should go to Barry.
Ladies, I appreciate that. I really do.
You're welcome.
But you guys absolutely need it more than me. I mean, look what she's wearing. Look what she's wearing.
Very funny you should say that because suddenly you got gifted 5 tokens and now your baggage is triggered.
Wait, you said this was? I catch a glimpse of it, and I thought it was just bronze.
Silver? Oh, bronze.
Yes.
You need to work on your eyes. Son, are you okay? You probably
What did you say it was?
Well, this is platinum from the Reserve of the Merchants Guild. Not a common mineral source in Palisade, but it is, each platinum piece is worth 100 gold coins.
I actually, they spend their money really unwisely.
Okay.
This one bought a camel. This one will probably buy some sex toy thing.
I didn't buy my camel. He's my friend.
So, you know what I'm going to do? Give that money to me. I'll put it back into the town. Me and my cat kings will reinvest into local businesses.
Barrie, you're going too far.
And strengthen it and oversee it.
I mean, if he really helped save the day like you said he did.
Equally, as an equal part, as a 25%. 25%.
25%.
But 100% to the town.
25%, and we just need to divide that up and walk away.
Except maybe more on my side. Because I represent a bigger group.
There are 4 people here. Divide it by 4, and then we'll call it a day.
I disagree.
American, you're a practical man. Let's just be really practical, business-minded at the moment. The most business...
Both of you roll to me 2d6 plus heart. This is an update. Violet, you have 2 tokens. Barrie, you have 5.
Okay.
Hannah, don't worry. I can just get more money from here later because I know the combination to the safe now.
Oh, no.
Or you could steal it from Barrie, too.
Oh, my God. How many plus heart?
Plus heart.
And I have how many tokens?
2.
Okay, then now it's a 7.
Wonderful.
It's getting buck wild in this
It's
office.
okay, sis. Believe I'm going to do so good.
Snake
Okay. So that is a 1 plus
I
a
just
5.
made that
I can
happen.
get up to 6. So
Would you like to use all 5 tokens? You have a 6?
yes, but you're at 7, right?
6.
Does anybody in the ether want to help old Bear out?
Would you like to use all 5 tokens?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. You make that. So 6 plus 5 is an 11.
Wait,
No, it is a...
6 with
He-
the...
I can't do it.
He got a
That's
1.
why I'm calling
Oh, you
to
got
the
a
ether.
1?
I got 2 1s, and that's a 1 because
That's right.
of
Plus your 5 tokens is a 6.
of my heart.
So he's not even going to use it.
Well,
You shouldn't
maybe. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking. Give me like 20 seconds to think about it.
Mayor King!
All right.
We had a deal.
Yes, we had a deal, and there we are. Come on. You're a business person, and you wouldn't be
don't
sexist,
believe
right? Because
them.
that would be very bad for the next
Okay, you
election.
guys gonna pull the vagina card?
I sure am. I'm going to pull it all the way out.
Gross. You know what? Look at me. Look at me as if you don't even know if I
She won!
Fair and square.
Listen, Barrie, I appreciate your trickle-down economics
Right.
and your ideas of investing into the town.
Yeah, invest up top.
It never
Hands
happens
down.
the way you think it's going to.
Rat Queen, each person here will get 25 platinum pieces. So 25 to you, 25 to you, 25 to you, 75, if my math is correct, to the Rat Queens. And 25 to
To the
you.
hero. Yes.
To the friend who tagged along.
I give her
Thank you.
1 more of mine.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mary Kane. We will be on our way.
Actually, there's
Another ghost.
someone here who wants to talk to you.
Ghost?
Couldn't you led with that?
Well,
we did a lot of back and forth here.
They've been waiting a long time.
I wanted to make sure you were paid, and that I did scold you somewhat for killing a man in a tavern again. I feel like we always start with killing people in taverns. The Black Satyr has seen more death than Palisade's historic battlefield.
Yeah, you think people will just quit going in there, but you're right. You're right.
Maybe it's because of the people keep dying. People keep going in because it seems real fun.
a lot of
It is
people
super
want
fun.
to die.
Okay,
Yeah.
who's here?
Let me go get her.
Oh, it's a she.
Yes.
Keep it in your pants, Barrie.
Well,
As you see-
I need to keep it wrapped up for now.
As you see Mayor Kane stand up and exit through his doors, and the four of you are left in his office for a few minutes. And then the doors open again. And walking in behind Mayor Kane is Chloe, a female elf, member of the Chorus, the military arm of the United Religions, who'd once, let's say, shame you for conducting necromantic arts in the graveyard upon Braga's initiation into the Rat Queens. As you see Chloe walk in with her beautiful cream silken robes, gold and orange accents, she stands in the room and looks at you all.
What is this, an ambush?
Oh,
We've been down this road before. We didn't do anything wrong.
no, you've not done anything wrong. As we've met before. And
I know.
And I said that the chorus is brought in to investigate religious circumstances, necromancy being one of the things we are highly against for religious order, keeping the planes in focus and check.
All on the same page. Yep.
But what has brought me here...
It's because I snorted the necromantic dust.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say canny.
Can I lunge at him as he's talking too?
Try to lighten him up.
Stop him.
Plus canny.
I'll say also canny to see if she heard you, yeah.
That's a 10.
Do you want her to have heard you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be heard.
What?
So, let me tell you about. So she's a great necromancer,
so
right? So there was this
You
banshee.
pointed to the smidgen, or you pointed to the
outside. He's pointing
I don't know,
outside.
they both could do it. I don't know them that well.
My brother had suffered a head
So
injury.
there was like a hole, right?
He had a head
the
injury,
banshee in.
and it's so sad. So
Burst into
please,
flames.
it helps him to live in his imagination.
So I took the dust and gave a little fun tap.
Please,
You know.
just forgive him.
Yes, he's a little not here.
I have the lesions to prove it.
I
Nope.
was not here. Thus, I will not administer any justice for whatever fantastical tales are coming out of this gentleman's mouth.
I'm Barrie, by the way.
Nope.
Hello, Barrie.
Yeah.
Please keep it together if you would prefer not to be arrested this evening.
I don't think I can be arrested.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, my.
Listen, it pains me to be here in Palisade, not my necessarily cup of tea, but I was told to come find you all, in that you would know something about a Chaosium. You have an idea of that as part of the chorus, the strength and order of the United Religions, the cult of Arius, the followers of Air, have been on our radar for quite some time. We have slowly been snuffing out these cult-like organizations throughout time, but it does appear that perhaps there's something bigger going on than the chorus has even imagined.
No shit, Serpentine.
Ooh, roll my 2d6 plus heart.
6, 7, 8, 9, and I have a remaining token.
You do, so make that a 10. Fine, you've caught us off guard, but I am asking you now, Rat Queens. You see, there's been rumors of such a device in Stridus, one of the metropolitan capitals of the realm of Christine. As I'm sure you are aware of, my home, the home of the chorus. And it seems that, according to rumor that I've heard on the winds from Palisade to Cascasaria, that your entire group seems to be the only ones capable of destroying this thing and whatever it does.
It's really convenient that you're interested now that your town's actually having a problem.
We don't know if it is, well, perhaps something that would ever happen to the capital could happen around the realm and the world.
It has been happening. You've conveniently not been helping. You could say that you've been dabbing out cult-like Arius springing up, but that just sounds like a bunch of horse hockey.
You suddenly feel Chloe gets right up to you, Hannah. Listen, I honestly don't know what makes you and your girls so fucking special that somehow fate would choose you to be the ones to destroy these enchanted objects. Why not the chorus? Why not the organization that holds up military order in the United Religions? I cannot argue with fate, but what I do know is for some reason you've been chosen. You've been selected by whatever forces and powers that be, that you seem to be the only competent beings that can stop these things.
Your teeth smell like they're rotting from the inside. You know that? Like you should probably get some dental
Yeah,
work
she said we're the chosen ones. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can I get personal with her?
Yes, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Oh my god,
my
I'm rolling
God.
like garbage today. Wow. Any second chances?
No second chances. You have one token. Barry, you have 6.
God
damn it.
Okay.
Can I help her?
I will say yes.
too
You
late.
can help. Or
So that is
that too late?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that Barry can help his sister.
Yay, that's great. Okay, so I had 5, 6, and I'll use my token. That's 7.
Wonderful. 7. Barry, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Jesus Lord.
How many tokens does he have?
6.
It's a 2, so let's add all 6.
Wonderful. That's an 8.
No, let's do 5. We'll do 5. Just in case.
Wonderful. With that, you get a +1 to your roll.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect.
As opposed to a negative one.
Great. So now I have an 8.
You get so personal with her.
Thank you
You're great
so
at
much
talking to
for that,
people.
by the way.
So you're allowed to ask her one question.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Whose side are you on, really?
I am on the side for our world to continue existing. Listen, perhaps I can grant you access to the libraries at the chorus, and you can have unlimited access to our tomes that do speak upon the old gods, the Titan gods that did once apparently come before, once fairy tale, now apparently real. It is shaking up a lot of things, not just disaster-wise.
We do, of course, agree that...
Two members that aren't even here right now.
I just want to say that we
I'm
agree
here.
that these
So, I get a vote.
are terrible things
Yes,
that have been
and
happening.
they need to be stopped before they cause any more destruction. If these things keep existing, there is no amount of knowledge to what can happen to not only our plains, but our cities, our towns, and the people that lie within them. If it is truly true what the Triad has said, and that you saved Palisade from utter destruction, and that you are blessed by Krona herself, you see Chloe kneel. Then I have no choice but to trust you as a member of the chorus. I humble myself before you now, asking on behalf of all of Stridus, on behalf of the chorus, on behalf of all of those that live here in the realm of Christine, please help us.
We gotta talk to Dee and Braga. We gotta talk.
Excuse me for a moment.
All right.
Obviously, we have to do
Of
this.
course, but what does she think? We've been sitting on our asses.
Do you think they're gonna pay us again?
We just need to. We're obviously gonna go.
Yeah.
But we just need to know that we can confer with our group.
I think we need to go.
Not right now. We need to go talk to our group. We just got here.
Okay.
It's like you're not gonna make more difference one day.
Let's take her back to the house to talk so we can have a group meeting.
No, we'll just come back and meeting her tomorrow and talk about it. You have a mud bath to get back to.
We will tell you.
I'm afraid that. Well, there's a ship in the port.
Ooh.
We leave at midnight. Please, I beg of you.
If you really needed us, you'd be more on our time. Do you know what I mean?
We'll be on your ship.
Thank you.
We have so much leverage.
The rat queens can handle this.
Thank
I
you.
agree with you. Weird man.
Weird man.
Weird dwarven gentleman, yes.
Thank you.
Accurate.
Gentlemen.
Perhaps I have been told that you are familiar with this captain. Perhaps you've traveled with her once before. She did seem to perk up when your names were mentioned. Yes, Captain Mona Bernhoft Riviera of the Quinceañera.
My God.
Oh yeah.
That is the boat that we have chartered to take you from Palisade up to the north to the capital.
What time is it now?
It is. Let me check the clock in the room. It is 10 before 10. You have
9:50.
2 hours.
Bye, Barrie.
Wait, let's go back. Let's go back, and I want to take a few steps back and talk to Barrie as we leave.
Hannah and Betty, as you leave first, hurrying your way back to the Vizari home to
Hannah.
start packing up your things.
Betty, I bid you adieu.
I just turn around and walk away.
Bye, Hannah.
I hate you.
Okay, bye. See you later.
You make your way towards the Vizari home. Hannah, Violet, you are left alone with Barrie.
Barrie, we're going to be gone. I'm not sure how long. Mayor Kane, he asked us to protect Palisades. And obviously we can't do that right now.
Yeah.
So, you can't be an idiot. You can't
Okay.
be too cocky that
Okay.
you make decisions that are impulsive, that don't make any sense.
No more snorting.
But use
stuff.
your impulsivity for good. Sometimes it's a good instinct. Sometimes you're right to jump in.
Yeah, swords blazing. If I see someone doing bad, cut them down in the city. Yes. You know what? I see what you're saying. I see what you're hinting at.
I only hope that you really do, Barrie.
I'll take over the city. Yes.
Listen to me, Barrie.
Yes.
If you can humble yourself
Okay.
and just forget all the shit that mom and dad did to you. We're too old at this point to be stuck with the garbage our parents laid around us, right?
Yeah.
You're your own person, and you're good at a lot of things, Barrie. So you don't need to pretend. Here, I'm gonna take the elven sword. I'm knighting him.
Oh.
You're just, Barrie goes in to grab the sword, but you're just knighting him.
Barrie,
Yeah.
you have to be the protector of Palisades. With the Cat Kings. I put it back because it's mine.
Oh, and I want to, as well, have the shawl and knight her with it.
Just blood splashes
Yeah,
on my
just
face.
blood.
Violet, I bequeath you as protector of Cronus, and I didn't understand a lot of that, but Chaosium, go and be the sister that I looked up to my entire life. And I hope I'll stay here and be a little bit more like you.
Thanks, Barrie.
Maybe one day the Cat Kings will join the Rat Queens and we'll be the Cat Queens. Or the Rat Kings.
Bye, Barrie.
By the way, we're gonna need a place to stay. I'm gonna probably take over Hannah's house. We'll keep it clean.
You're going to have to talk to her dad, and you know what? You got this.
What, there's a dad there? We'll take care of
Hannah's dad is there. It's his house.
Well, he can join the Cat Kings.
You know what? Maybe he will. Maybe he will.
All right, you have an amazing time.
Take care, Barrie.
Cat Kings! Oh, new mission!
Just waiting for him.
Outside in the plaza of Palisade, you see Zestrom, the retired, Neil, the fungi druid, and Buddy, his mushroom pal, standing there, and they just throw up a fist in the air, and it's freeze framed. We cut to midnight, aboard the Quinceañera. Towards the front of the ship, we see Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee. As the crescent moon shines overhead and you're able to see the stars reflect into the seawater, the cold sea breeze rushes past your face. A goodbye from Palisade. A longing to stay. Your home, your town, the one you just fought to protect, you must now leave again. As you begin your next quest and sail your way towards the capital. But lurking in the shadows of the ship, off the starboard bow, is a figure dressed in a black cloak with triangular designs throughout the patterning. This figure is short, dwarven height, and in his hand he holds a golden dwarven puzzle box. His hands slowly move as the circles and squares and triangles of the box click and clack, turning on each angle until they align. You see a smile come out from underneath the cloaked figure's face. Oh yes, there will be many games to be had with these rat queens. As the five of you sail off into the night towards the capital. What will happen to our rat queens? You'll have to tune in and find out. Thank you all so much. Thus begins chapter 4.
That's Barrie. That was Barrie, right?
Yes, that was Barrie. It was Barrie the whole time.
I hope.
Damn it.
Everything's Barrie.
Keeps licking ashes.
Everything's coming up, Barrie.
Everything's coming up, Barrie. Thank you all so much for being a part of the show. We reached 500. I know we reached it right at the end there. Don't worry, I'm going to make a GM move at the beginning of the next episode.
Crikey.
And you will see the NPC that was paid for appearing more in the next episode. Thank you all so much for that. Let's go ahead and thank everyone who made tonight's story possible.
Thank you. I'm here.
Here we go. Peak 1.
Peak
Peak
1.
one.
Sauron. Winston EXE.
Winston EXE.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Sauron. Metsu's Phantom.
Metsu's Phantom.
Damoon Rules.
Damoon Rules.
Super Mega Ultra Hyper Force.
Super Mega Ultra Hyper Force.
J Pistol and J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Ben Osteen. Crikey.
Crikey.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Doomsday Danny.
Doomsday Danny.
Winston EXE.
Winston EXE.
J Pistol. J Pistol.
J Pistol. J Pistol.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Mr. Fantasy with the 4.
Mr. Fantasy with the 4.
And Doomsday Danny.
Doomsday Danny.
Thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who's voted in the polls. And thank you to everyone who has talked about the Rat Queens on social media. We appreciate it so much. If you're loving the show and you want to share it with your friends, be sure to share it on social media with the Rat Queens hashtag. We would really appreciate it. And to thank you to everyone who listens to the podcast. If you're listening to the Rat Queens RPG on podcast form, be sure to rate and review the podcast. We would really appreciate it. All the love you can give and the support you give, we are incredibly thankful for. And hello to everyone watching on YouTube. I'm sorry I did not do this at the beginning, but you all are wonderful and you all help make this show happen, no matter how big or small. Here at Hyper RPG, we cannot do what we do without your amazing support and love and enthusiasm and passion for these RPGs and these stories that we tell. We wouldn't be up here without each and every one of you. So thank you all so very much from the bottom of our hearts. And a big special round of applause and thank you
Thank
to
you.
Brandon. Thank you so much for gracing the Rat Queen's table
loved it.
tonight. Man.
Thank you so much for having me.
I look forward to when we can bring you on next time.
Anytime.
Perhaps sooner than we think. Oh, God. What does it mean? Perhaps a special one-off next week? We'll just have to find out. That features the Cat Kings? Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay, there's going to be a special next week.
next week.
Features the cat.
I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed. Possibly to be confirmed. It'll be fun. So here at Hyper RPG, you can catch a bunch of amazing shows throughout the entire week. Tomorrow night, we've got Warhammer Kill Team. Brandon.
Desecration Nation.
Ooh.
Going at it. Burt, Fob, Tyranids, Scions, to the death. It's going to be fun.
Terrifying, but
Yeah.
enthralling at the same time. Then on Friday night, we've got Troll Hunters. Monday, of course, is Kolok 1991. I believe we're in the end game now. We're in the end of season 1, and it's getting real good. So be sure to turn into Kolok 1991 on Monday nights. Tuesday, of course, is Bloodcurdling Tales in time. And every Wednesday, you can catch the Rat Queen's RPG right here live on Hyper RPG at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Real quick around the table, where can they find you?
I'm Jessica Lynn Verdi. You're going to find me at Jessica Verdi on Twitter and Jessica Lynn Verdi on Instagram.
I'm Michelle Wynn Bradley. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I Am Chubby Bunny or my fancy new website, MichelleWynBradley.com. It has my reel and stuff on it. I don't know. Go check it out.
Whoa. You can follow me at Laurie Michelle J on Twitter and Laurie Michelle Jones on Instagram.
Perfect. To follow me, B Winfrey on Twitter and Instagram.
And I am your G Emily Rose Jacobson. You can find me on the Twitters at frankly_Emily and on Instagram with an extra little underscore. Thank you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow on the channel. And until next Wednesday, keep adventuring, my queens.